And then God created Garrett and Steve. And God saw that it was good.
Let's get ready to mumble. Welcome back, everyone, to an awesome episode of Garrett and Steve. We're here live.
Sorry, I'm tweeting.
No, what's going on, everyone? Be happy to let you know the outside porch area at Steve's place. Are you filming me now?
I'm doing a tweet for the show. I was late to getting it ready.
Do I just keep talking?
Whatever you feel like.
The outside porch area at Steve's abode had no smell when I arrived this afternoon, this late evening.
Starting now, Garrett and Steve show. Tune in to the show now. Live on the show, Garrett and Steve. Tune in now.
Smash that like and subscribe button.
Button it.
Hit that notification bell.
Live.
Yeah, but my phone still kind of stinks. And my hands a little bit, but I think it's because I've been using my phone. But yeah, it's doesn't smell in here.
Amazingly.
Thankfully. You said it smelled in the hallway a little. I didn't smell that, but that might have just been earlier in the day.
Honestly, I just went up and down the stairs. The smell's pretty much gone. I can detect it, or I think I'm smelling it because for the last 24 hours now, I've just been like, no, I still smell it. I was at the trophy store today, getting the plaque updated, and in the car all the way over there, I was like, no, I smell it. I smell it. I smell it in here somehow. I should have fucking told Garrett to get a fucking Uber. Why did I drive his ass to the ferry? Now my car stinks. I opened up an air freshener, that one of the little trees that I had from last time I got the car washed.
Yeah.
Pop that bad boy open.
Not a watermelon one again, right?
Well.
Oh, no.
So last time I got the car washed, I brought Charlie with me, and I get the silver package.
What's the point of getting your car washed?
What do you mean?
Like just so it looks shiny?
Yes.
Okay.
But also, if you don't get your car washed, I don't know if this is so much for new cars. It probably is. But with older cars, I know for a fact, if you don't get your car washed for a long time and it like rains and there's dirt on it, the sun, something about the dirt and the rain combo.
It fades the paint?
It fucks the paint up.
Oh, okay.
So you have to get it washed. And like, yeah, there's certain like bird shit stains and other things that if you don't get them off fairly soon after they happen, they are permanent. Like they'll fuck the paint up.
Because like I could tell a car that's just been washed, obviously. It's all shiny and waxy. But I feel like a day later, I wouldn't be able to tell. But it's just from upkeep.
As long as, again, it doesn't like rain or something. Or like I did the day after I got the car washed last time. I went to the apple orchard pumpkin patch place. And it's just this long dirt road. And I'm just watching all this dirt kick up the day after I got my black car washed. And I was just like, well, that was a huge waste of money. But at least I have this cotton candy air freshener that Charlie picked out.
Ooh.
Boy.
Yeah, I didn't even smell that one. You must have gotten rid of it right away.
No, I never opened it until today when I thought I was smelling fish. I thought I was smelling some stinky fish. And but again, it wasn't like I inhaled and it was like, oh, God, I could smell it. It would randomly hit me. And I'm like, oh, it's in the car. It's like the episode of Seinfeld where they fucking have that shit smell in the car and he can't get it out. I thought this smell was going to be following me forever. The smell of Swedish surströmming, which is the shit fish you opened up in front of my house yesterday.
Yeah.
But I open up this cotton candy air freshener, and it's 10 times worse than what I even imagined. It's like this pure sugar smell, like cotton candy, but it's like extremely strong. And it's like a very irritating smell. It doesn't smell good.
Yeah, that's weird because like at a carnival, you'd smell cotton candy and it's like, oh, it smells pretty good. But
That's the thing.
you're not contained in your car with it, and it's the fake version of it.
It's not. Yeah, it's not even that you're in a car with it. It's that it's not at all like that warm, good cotton candy smell. It's this extremely chemically like kick you in the nose sugar smell. It's just
Thanks
overwhelming.
a lot, Charlie.
Yeah, it was a good pick,
Jeez.
son. First disappointment.
How
No, I was glad he picked it because I love cotton candy because I'm fat. But it
How'd you
doesn't
get him
smell
to
good.
pick it?
I put him right in front of it.
And whatever one he touched first.
And I mean, I put him right in front of the cotton candy one because I was like, pick that one. But no, yeah, there was a wall of trees, so I just held him up and I was like, pick one, and he grabbed the one that was right in front of him.
He
cotton
knows
candy.
pick one, or
he's a baby, so he just will. If you put him in
Just
front of
start grabbing
anything,
stuff.
like if I put him in front of the spice rack, he'll start grabbing
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I don't even have to
perfect.
tell him to do it. But yeah, so it was very easy. Just held him up and he grabbed what I thought was gonna be good air freshener. So now what happened was I couldn't tell. I was like, am I smelling fish and this shit? Or I was like wiping my mustache all day because I'm like, I would randomly smell it and I'm like, it's gotta be like in me.
Me too.
It's like on my skin somehow, and I keep catching a whiff.
I kept thinking like, oh, I must have gotten some juice on my sweatshirt because I'm wearing my sweatshirt. And I'm like, what is it? And then I don't know if it's my phone or my fingers, but yeah, it does just randomly pop up, the smell. Disgusting.
I don't know if I touched anything because I don't think I even did. Like the worst I could have done is walk through it, and maybe it's on my shoes, and that's why I keep catching whiffs. But dude, last night on the show, I was laughing because I was like, oh my God, it stinks. But a few hours later, when I could still smell it, I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Is this like how my house smells now? Is this permanent? I was starting to lose it. And I actually said the words to Caitlin. I said, oh, I don't know, I'm kind of mad now. Why would someone send that? What they think? They think this is funny? And the second I said they think this is funny, I was like, oh, it is. It's
funny. Yeah.
It's the funniest thing anyone's ever done because it made me say, do they think this is funny?
There should have been a warning note or something like,
No.
do not open this in your house.
No, he did the right thing.
I guess.
Honestly, because it would have been even funnier if we opened that shit in here and I was now having a breakdown today because I'm like, I can't get the fucking smell out.
Yeah. I was telling you on the ride to the ferry, when I popped the can opener in, literally a juice went and squirted 2 or 3 feet. It would have been on that white carpet that you just bought. And there's no way you're getting it out of there.
Dude, and it was so vile that you opened it outdoors and the smell went through the windows into the house and wouldn't leave till the next day. Like it smelled all night. But I messaged Shane, our Patreon member here,
Mm-hmm.
a pro comedy player.
This is the Shane that does all the Frankie
I want to say yes.
Photoshops. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's him.
Thank you, Shane.
Can't tell. Can't zoom in on his very tiny picture, but I'm pretty sure that's him.
Just because he spells it Shane, right? And then the one on the Frankie one is Shayne.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Two Shanes?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
That don't make no sense.
There's like one Shane.
Yeah.
This one.
And Gillis.
So yeah, after the show, like I think an hour after the show, I said in all caps, "How do I get my house to stop stinking like shitfish, Shane?" And he wrote back, "I'm so sorry, laughy face. I had no idea it was going to be that bad." I said, "That was insane. Very funny though. Good job." What was that fish called? Because I'm like, I gotta look this up because my house really stinks.
I tried looking it up earlier today, but the only thing I remember is red wolf, right? But in another language. So I Googled red wolf fish smell, and there's like a wolf fish, a real thing called wolf fish. So that all those searches came up. It had nothing to do with what we were doing. Yeah.
Well,
but then I saw a comment on Discord that kind of explained it.
Well, Shane here said it's surströmming. Surströmming. Fun fact, it's banned on most airlines. It's also illegal in most countries.
Huh.
So I read this whole thing, and it made me more worried than I already was.
Yeah.
So here, let me just pull it up real quick. He sent me an article that has all the information on the can of fish that we opened up yesterday. And You have no idea how like badly we fucked up opening this thing. Did you read how you're supposed to open it up?
No.
Pretty funny.
Not a can opener?
Yeah, yes, a can opener, but you have to open it up underwater in a bucket wearing gloves.
That would make sense.
Because if any of that goo gets out into the fucking air, it will ruin a neighborhood. Dude, I swear to God, last night I was walking the dog and I could have swore, I was like, I smell it a block away. I smell that fucking fish.
Yeah. Can you describe the smell at all, though? I don't.
It was like rank, low tide seafood in dog shit.
Yeah.
Like, and what it actually was, it's because it says it in here somewhere. It's herring. See,
fermented,
here,
right?
Let me read the description. This will answer all your questions you have about the shit fish.
Perfect.
That fucking permanently stained the. Dude, I swear to God, I'm like I think my clothes all smell like shit fish, and like I have to burn them. I have to get them out of the house. 3 days after opening a can of surströmming, fermented herring will still hang in the air. It stays on the hair and skin, and between the strands of your fluffy coat. The olfactory memory will just keep bringing it back.
It's so true.
This dude, it very much seems like this is a smell that's not going to go away. I keep re-smelling it, even though I'm like, how am I smelling that? It's like it melted into some part of my brain. It rewired a fucking olfactory sense.
So that's all you smell now?
Just occasionally, something will fire off in my brain. It's like, you're smelling that fish again.
It's almost like smell
fishing again.
Smell paranoia.
Yes.
And you're like, wait, did I smell it? Or no, I definitely smelled it because nothing else smells like that. So I smelt it, but how could I smell it?
Did I dealt it? I agreed to partake in the surströmming challenge. The first wave of odors that wafted from surströmming can largely be confirmed by suspicions. It was rotting and arresting, but far from vomit-inducing. The second wave came, the third and the fourth, and then all holy hell broke loose. So yeah, it did kind of hit in stages. That was the other thing. I felt like I kind of smelled it at first. Then it was overwhelming. And then it was like this lingering, overwhelming thing that I'm like, where I'm like, it's not going away. Like I still strongly smell this hours later.
And you have like coffee beans out in the hallway.
Yeah, Caitlin brought the arsenal out of the kitchen. Coffee beans, vinegar.
Oh, vinegar too.
Air fresheners, Febreze.
Was a candle lit out there too?
Three candles. 3 candles got lit and put around the house. We were trying to exorcise a stink demon out of this fucking place. And I'm glad to hear you say that it works, because I've been popping in and out of the house all day doing shit, and every time I come back, I'm like, no, I still smell it. Still smell it. I'm like, this is it. Ruin the house. House is ruined. We're done. But anywho.
Does it say how it was made?
I think right here.
Okay.
Surströmming is an infamous Swedish delicacy made of fermented Baltic Sea herring. In spring, the spawning fish are caught between Sweden and Finland. The heads are removed and the bodies are stored in a series of salted water solutions. After roughly 2 months, the partially preserved herrings are transferred to airtight tins where they continue to ferment for up to another year.
It doesn't say like it's in a fridge.
No.
They just leave out raw fish in salty water.
Yeah.
Is the salty water even a preservative? I guess
it's a preservative,
like in jerkies, kind of salt.
But the whole point of this fish is that it's rotting. Like it's fermenting and rotting in this fucking container, and that's why there's a sweet spot. Why the can says you have to refrigerate it, because after you get it, it's now a time bomb. There's so much gas in that fucking thing that if you don't open it right away, it might explode, probably not, but when you go to open it, it's going to explode. Yeah, it's a little grenade now. And I'm sure the air pressure, part of the reason you can't bring it on a plane, other than the pilot's going to have to ground that flight because of the smell, is the air pressure change in a plane might fuck with that.
Totally.
It might go off like a little fish bomb with a way worse result than blowing up the plane. You're going to have to just smell that. Dude, can you imagine?
In a plane.
No airflow.
With recycled air. It's the same shit air. Oh my God.
We had a good breeze going last night. Like,
yeah.
Mother Earth was helping get that shit out of my house. If you're in an airplane with this smell going off in a little fish can, I think the whole plane would vomit. That smell would get into the air. People might die. That might kill an old man. Like it probably killed my fucking 90-year-old Jewish neighbor.
Jamie would definitely vomit.
I would vomit.
Yeah.
Dude, being closed in a fucking cigarette tube with that smell would make me puke.
Now, have you ever had durian?
No.
Because I've heard that's also like, I don't know about banned on airplanes, maybe, but it's banned in like some hotels.
Yeah. So last night when I was reading through how do I get this fucking smell out of my house?
Yeah.
Which a lot of answers for that. None of them were good.
Was it just for any smell or for that specific smell?
Well, that was the thing. I Googled that specific smell and there was no real answer.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of articles like this warning you, don't fucking open this shit in your house. But no answers to how to get the smell out. I was like, what?
No one's ever had to deal with this before?
Nobody's ever opened it. What happens when you open it in your house? It was just a ton of warnings. Don't fucking do that. There were some people that said, like, go to the woods with a bucket of water and gloves. Open it, drain it, and dry it.
They are 100% correct. That is what I should have done. Yeah. Under the bucket of water would be really nice. Would have been really key at that point.
Because, dude, yeah,
Did they say drop your phone in it?
I was going to say, everything I read, you did a lot of things that they really suggest not doing.
I was a rookie.
Thanks, Shane. we got sent to fucking grenade.
But also, how fortuitous is it that we just decided go outside and open it? There was no warning. We were like, oh, maybe it's just like sardines.
I remember
we didn't crack it a little and be like, oh, it smells, go outside.
Maybe even on O&A, like I think Anthony Bourdain talked about lutefisk.
Yeah.
And how, like, if you have that shit in your house, the smell doesn't leave.
Oh, I've never heard him talk
or
about
just
that.
like, not even that the smell won't leave. That's what I discovered. We're saying stuff like, if you open this in the house, your whole house will stink, and like it's really powerful as a fish. So I assume someone mailing us a weird can of fish, it was going to be something like that. At the very least, it was going to really just stink because it was a can of fish.
Yeah, but that's fine. You know, like sardines or tuna fish. Or
I didn't want to add to the fucking Steve parade of bullshit that I've been doing in this place with. And then he made that, which I then did, by the way, anyway. But I was like, I don't want to make the house stink like fish. I do enough damage to the place.
Who knew it would climb upstairs and in windows? Like, I thought we were being safe.
It was like a horror movie. It was the stink. The stink will follow you.
And if only I opened it up on the grass, which was a step away, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. In hindsight, because by the way, if you had opened it and it wasn't a big deal, I would have felt weird. Like, oh, we're a couple of fucking fairies.
Yeah.
Like, what? We had to open a can of fish outside? Jesus Christ. Grow up. But then you did it with our extra paranoia, and I was like, I should have sent him down the block. I should have had him zoom in from the fucking park in the basketball courts. You should have opened that half a mile away from here. And by the way, we still probably would have smelled it. That's how strong it was.
Yeah, it was horrendous. But now you brought up Opie and Anthony. I do remember a worse smell was Opie and Anthony's 55-gallon drum challenge, where they got like 5 or 6 girls, put them in a drum, covered the top, put little air holes in it, big air holes, and then there's dumped garbage in there. Like, not that specific fish, but like sardines or other smelly stuff. People were bringing in things that had like rotted in their fridge and then dumping it. And that smell was worse than this.
No way.
It was. Like, we had to have...
This smell had a fucking physical being. It walked into my house. It was like a million little fish souls flew out of the can and then ran up the stairs and started shitting up my nose.
Like, we had to... I don't know if Keith did or something, but we had to call in police with like the dead body deodorizer stuff. I don't know what it is that you toss around and it kind of soaks up the smells.
Yeah, I was looking into stuff like that because, again, I was like, I got to find something to get this out.
Yeah, but that was inside too, and it was I could hardly walk into that room without throwing up. It was bad.
Oh man! All right,
yeah, it's at least equivalent to that.
At least. Because
Yeah.
this wasn't, I didn't puke, but I remember like
If
I
you
was
were right
dying
in direct
laughing.
smell, you would have, I swear, like I almost did. It was like, oh my God, it won't go away. And it's so strong and like offensive. I don't know what happened.
You gotta throw out whatever you wore last night. Because when that fucking first gaseous burst hit you in the fucking chest, it ruined your clothes. I swear to God. When I smelled, you smelled in the car. That's why I opened all the windows and I was like, Garrett, we gotta air you out. You fucking stink. Like
on the ferry ride home, I kept getting whiffs of it. I was like, oh God.
it was I like so bad it made me laugh. It didn't make me puke, but it was like a joke because I'm like, there's a guy outside my house with a can of tuna. And it smells like a fucking nightmare in my house. I'm also imagining all my neighbors are going through the same thing. Like my 19-year-old Jewish neighbor, he just fucking fell back in his rocking chair. Fucking like, oh, hey. He got knocked out. My downstairs neighbor must have went like, ay, caramba. Like everyone is just holding their nose as their nose hairs burn. What? Like, are we under attack? Someone using a bioweapon? I think I'm having a stroke. That was, I swear to God, I've never smelled anything that strong.
Yeah, I remember
from that far away,
popping it open, and for some reason I could barely hear you through my phone on StreamYard. But then when I popped, I was like, "Oh my God, it stinks!" All of a sudden, I just hear an echo of laughter throughout the house, and I could hear it. I was like, "Ha ha ha!" But then you guys weren't laughing 30 seconds later when it came up here.
Yeah, because your reaction was so fucking funny.
I couldn't believe it. It was like, what did I open?
I couldn't believe you opened up a can of fish and you were screaming, "Oh my God!" It was very fucking funny. Oh, the feed's gonna cut out for 1 second. Please hold. There we are. Still says fucking no. Whatever.
How were you on your neighbor's Wi-Fi?
No, I was on the extension.
But
for some reason, it should work better from over here, but it works terribly. But yeah, that was just listening to you screaming was really funny until I was screaming.
And the taste test, even though I didn't even get a bite in, but I put it in my mouth and tasted it. That was the easiest part. That didn't taste like the smell. I mean, it tasted hard, like just like a salty goo. I don't know, but
I can't believe it didn't taste worse than
it didn't taste like the smell at all.
Well, that's the thing, because what I was reading about it, other than it being a fucking fertilizer bomb in a can, the way it was created was the Finns were selling to the Swedes, or the Swedes were selling to the Norwegians. I don't know. Some of those Scandinavian people were fucking trading back in the day, and I think it was the Finns. They sold fish to the Swedes, and they needed to make money, and they just had rotting, shitty fish, and they're like, "Hey, try this awesome fish we have. This is great." Thinking like, "Oh, we just fleeced them. Yeah. They just bought fucking barrels of that awful shit fish that's been sitting rotting for fucking months."
And they were like, "You have any more of that shit?"
Yeah. They were like, "Wow, that was the best fish we've ever had. It tasted so good. Can you please send us way more?" And they were like, Are you fucking with us? Is this a trick?"
Yeah. Yeah. I want to say, like, if you combine 5 oceans into one with all the salt content and then soak the fish in it. Yeah, it was just like super salty. It wasn't even enjoyable. There was no like umami flavor, like there wasn't any sort of like, oh, I could see how people could like this, or it was just like you drank ocean water that was extra salty.
I just back in the day, if you were starving, you were just like, "Oh my God, salt! My body is going to survive now." But the story they say here is that the surströmming came around there's a lot of different stories, but this is the main one people go with.
Uh,
A group of Swedish sailors, it was Swedes, sold a barrel of bad herring at a Finnish port. They didn't have enough salt to fully preserve the fish and probably thought they'd get one over the Finns. To their surprise, when they returned sometime later, the locals asked for more of the semi-rotted herring. So yeah, again, they thought they tricked them.
But like, so you have to soak it in salt water for 6 months or whatever. So they were soaking fish in salt water already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I
They
guess
stumbled upon this.
when you do that for a short amount of time,
Oh,
it's when it tastes good and when it's actually
Oh,
preserved.
that makes sense.
What they had was rotten. They were like, "Oh, we have this shitty rotten fish that's been sitting
Oh.
here way too long.
Uh
Here,
huh.
buy it, you Finnish idiot." Those are some of those races where I can't tell the difference between any of them, but they all look at each other like, "Dude, get a load of the Finns." Lord, just look at them. It's like you're the same.
Yeah, they're all tall white people
Yeah,
with like good cheekbones or facial features. Yeah.
like the fighting between the Hootsies and the Tootsies. Like, what are you guys fighting about?
But you know, Steve, we're all humans. We're all the same. What are we fighting for?
Not
Ever.
really. Some of us eat rotten fish. I don't call those humans. I didn't see this super chat before because we were spinning yarns about fish.
Uh-huh.
Stu's Cluster, he seems to have noticed that the board here only has 2 slots left on it. So
Wow, your
last
last
two.
chance to get it on the first board.
yeah, your last chance is right now, and the only way on in one of those last 2 slots is a fight to the death.
Yeah.
We're gonna wait for 4 people to enter, and 2 will exit.
Yeah, so this is what someone posted on Discord. During the production, just enough salt is used to prevent the raw herring from rotting while allowing it to ferment. Sounds delicious.
No, the fucking the golden ratio. Just enough for but just enough for it to rot enough to make a can fucking swell up.
The fermentation process lasts 6 months and gives the fish its characteristic strong smell and somewhat acidic taste. I did not taste acidic thing. A newly opened can of Sturströmming has one of the most putrid food smells in the world, even stronger than the similarly fermented fish dishes such as Koreans hangiho, don't send it to us,
Hangiho.
Japanese kusaya, or the Icelandic hakarl.
By the way, don't send it to us. I have a new rule with the mail. First of all, I walked into the living room last night after 3 hours of stink,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm shutting off the mailbox. And Caitlin just did that. She started laughing. She was just like, "Hey, why?" And I was like, and that's when I was like, "Oh, I think this is funny." Stinky fish. Yeah, it was extremely funny.
I can't believe they didn't list the lutefisk.
Oh,
That
yeah.
strong smell. Maybe
yeah.
it doesn't smell bad; it just tastes
I
bad.
think it smells bad coming out. If you poop out lutefisk, you'll fucking, at least King of the Hill would leave me to believe that. Oh, but the new rule is when I get mail now, I'm opening it in the Staples parking lot.
Just
And if there's anything stinky in the mail, I'm leaving it in the fucking parking lot. I'm tossing it, and it's gonna be their problem.
but like you would have gotten that can and wouldn't have known.
I'm Googling cans of things now. I will now be Googling if there's a can of something I know what the fuck it is. Before I leave the Staples parking lot, I will know whether or not it's going to ruin my fucking apartment.
And they took the garbage out today.
I think so.
Thank God.
Honestly, last night when I walked through Garbage Alley, I didn't really smell it.
Oh, huh.
I did smell like a very ammonia-y smell, so I was like, I don't know if that's something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't really smell it, so I don't know if like it just kind of wafted into the air and kind of wore away, or the trash can was actually holding. But I didn't go close to the garbage either. I just walked through the alley. I was like, oh, I don't smell it.
Yeah, I don't think I like securely closed the lid, or I was like, get out of here and just put the lid back on.
I expected to hear the garbage men this morning screaming. Going like, what the fuck? Oh, it's on me.
Totally. That totally could have happened because I didn't tie the bag off or anything. They could have went to toss the can and oh God, imagine just a puddle of that stuff hitting your face.
For some reason, the guy's going like this over his head, and he just fucking covers himself with fish shit. That would be permanent. I think you cover yourself with the fish shit. That's your life now. You just smell like that. But anyway, we can't ignore the super chat.
Yeah.
Is $100 beanerinis.
Woo!
Wife wants my name on the plaque. Is this how you do it? Nice helicopter hat, guys. Bird crap will eventually eat away at the paint.
Eat away.
Yes. That's what I said. Yeah, bird shit will eat away at your paint. Other little things will like permanently stain your car.
Oh, okay.
And but also, like I said, the dirt and rain combo for
Yeah.
some reason, once the sun comes back out, it like
The beads of water kind of fade the
debris
paint
or something. I was told exactly, but I remember things in fragments.
No, but at least you're not doing it just to be like, I want a shiny car.
I want a shiny car.
Yeah.
It's still new.
That's
Nobody
true.
knows it's leased. I'm just keeping it nice for the dealer.
Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, you don't want, because will they ding you for that? Like, hey, the paint's kind of faded.
If it's fucked up enough, they'll be like, that's
Oh.
damage to the car. Yeah.
Mm.
You gotta take care of the thing.
But back to, is this Stu?
Yeah. Wife wants my name on the plaque. Is this how you do it? Nice. We said this is not how you do it. So I guess we're just gonna steal your money and you're gonna go fuck yourself.
Because number 27, Brian Kate.
Yeah.
That's how he got on there. But that was an exception. And
We shook our fingers and said, this is not an appropriate use of your funds. You have to sign up for the $100 tier in Patreon.
but I feel so bad.
Oh, is this you want another pity board?
But
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Who would give a shit? Who actually cares? We're obviously kidding. You're on the board, Stu. I just send me a DM or an email because I got to write you on a list because I will forget. As I proved today, there was someone thrown on the board.
That wasn't really your fault, though. It was
You told me, and I didn't write it down. And for some reason, this happens to me all the time. People tell me things I need to remember, like I need to book a flight and fucking send in a thing, and it won't be double the cost it was a week ago. And I just go, oh yeah, I do need to do that. So I'll remember I need to do that. And then within the next couple minutes, it's out of my brain like you never told me.
It doesn't even pop back in, and you're like, oh yeah, I got to do that. Not that. It's just like completely out, right?
Somehow never comes up again. Yeah, look who just popped in.
Can confirm.
The same way.
So yeah,
there's definitely a lot of things like I procrastinate about, and like, oh yeah, I should do that, but don't. And like I think about it, but then yeah, there's some things where all of a sudden it comes back around, and you're like, oh my god, you're totally right. I completely forgot.
I remember that I needed to remember that. And now it's too late. Shit.
Or even like someone like out of your friend circle will text you. You're like, you're at dinner or something. You're like, oh, I got to get back to that. And then like a week later, they text again, and you're like, oh shit, I never wrote back to, like
that also, especially lately, has been happening to me constantly. I keep forgetting to text people back or call them back. And I'll remember again like a week later because I'll see like a missed call thing. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta do that. And I just put it right back in that file cabinet that's got a hole in the back where all the files go just pouring out as soon as they go in my brain. But yes, Stu, I'll just write it down somewhere.
Thanks, Stu.
And I will maybe I'll write it on my hand.
Write it on this piece right here.
Oh yeah, let me just carve it in. Put Stu here. And then I'll bring it to the engravers, and they can chip a few more of these fucking things. There's some small, very small, hopefully not noticeable nicks,
fine.
but I, of course, noticed them. I'm going to go storming back in there and ask for my shekels back. I bet people do that constantly.
Totally.
The ladies in there seem a little on edge, and I bet it's because people constantly come back like, you fucking scratched the plaque.
Or well, especially like because trophies have to get like either the name etched on it or words etched on it. They're not there's no spell check for an etcher.
There's also no, hey, is this how you meant to spell this wrong?
Yeah.
I had to recheck these a couple times. So I had to make sure. I had to make sure I spelled boob turd correctly. And Mark de Grazie had a little chicka over his A, and he told me, he's like, specifically, I want that A with the little chicka.
Really? Did they do it?
They did it. I asked them too. I was like,
oh, that A, the second A. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is that?
They asked me about the underscore and 9x support. There wasn't any other.
Hey, justice for Garrett. Nice.
Justice for Garrett, number 34 on the board. I was doing a lot of bipping around today, so I did not have time to make the new video. But I think at the end of the show, I'm just gonna jam the camera on the board.
Yeah, you were just screwing it in before the show.
Yeah,
so.
I've been running late. We're going to Dallas tomorrow, doing some running around.
I know. Are you all ready? Like you have everything you need?
No, I mean I'm just it's a 2-day trip, so I'm bringing like shorts.
Shorts, huh?
I'm gonna bring pants too. Don't worry.
What's the temperature in Dallas? That's a good call. Oh, I put that's a good call on.
Stu's Cluster gave us a sticker to remind. Yes. Randall Burnett. I thought this was a powerlifting podcast. Then I saw Garrett.
Yeah, Steve's a power lifter. It is 87 in Dallas.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
God you said that. I'm bringing shorts now. Oh, my God. I would have gone without shorts.
You think it's cold out in fucking rattlesnake country?
It can be, you know.
At night in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, bring pants for night, shorts for day.
You're not wearing shorts to Dave's show, though, right?
I guess I'm not.
I don't think they see your legs.
Good.
Like Dave will see your legs, but I don't think the camera sees your legs.
I want him to see my legs. But everyone else is they got to pay.
Nice.
Yeah, well, how I don't know what's the word.
Dressy?
Yeah, how dressy is the pod? Is it a dressy pod?
Last time I wore a t-shirt, my David Koresh t-shirt, because I was in Dallas, Waco, but no one noticed it.
Nobody noticed my cool t-shirt. So you're saying I need a cool t-shirt?
But I don't know. I was thinking about maybe wearing a collared shirt this time. I don't know, though.
Let's get suits.
I was thinking that too.
Why don't we wear suits?
I was thinking of secretly packing my suit, and then you show up in shorts and a t-shirt, and I got a full suit on, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
I would legitimately be like, Garrett, you're making me look like a fucking asshole right now. You didn't even tell me you were wearing a suit. I'm wearing fucking shorts.
You know,
we're gonna have to rename the podcast. Cash and the douche.
Cash?
Yeah, I'm all cash with my shorts. Just sitting cash.
Cash and douche. That's not a bad podcast.
Cash in the bag. The bag is, short for douche. Speaking of our outfits, 2 people have mentioned Deadite183. Put a damn shirt on, Garrett. And Justin, why isn't Garrett wearing a shirt? Yeah, you really like just being fucking half naked in my house.
I do. Yeah.
It's uncomfortable, as Dave says. Nude shirts. Why do you have so many? Or is that the same one? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just in your rotation.
It's like kind of a newer shirt and it fits well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think about it. I kind of just open my drawer and whatever there, I pick it out.
Do you catch people on the subway staring at you like, damn, look at this guy.
Yeah.
Half naked. Caitlin said she saw a guy on the subway this morning that was topless, like an old man, topless with neon nipple rings. And she also said, he seems actually not that mentally ill. And I'm like, that is wrong based on your description.
Now, is it like a neon color or like glowing neon?
No, like neon green nip rings.
Mm.
No, I don't think they were neon glow
and
sticks.
An older gentleman?
Yeah. Old man.
Wow. He's like the guys that have a parrot, a walk, they just want attention.
Mm-hmm. That's why I told her, you go up to him, call him a queer, and kick him in the chest.
Or rip one out.
Oof. Or rip one out. I wouldn't want to be mean to him. That's too mean.
You were too late for the piercing craze.
I was there for the Wiggers getting their left ear pierced craze. And I remember very specifically.
You thought about it?
No, I didn't. I thought it was gay. I never got one, proudly. But I thought it was funny that people were like, if you get on the left side, you're cool. If you get on the right side, you're fucking gay. And
they switched it?
Or maybe it's the other way around. Whatever way it was.
It was the other way around.
I bet, you know what? I bet you people told me that because they were trying to get me to get my gay ear pierced. And I was like, listen, boys, I know we're black and all, but getting jewelry in my ear seems kind of gay. I don't know why we're all doing that. I'm not in. No piercings. The only jewelry I went for was a chain that had SC on it, and the C was written in diamonds.
Just the C? Not you couldn't afford the S in diamonds too?
Well, my mom bought it for me. So she got what she could. This was like I was in like 5th grade.
Oh my God. So not real diamonds.
I don't honestly know.
They
They
were
were
like
tiny.
diamond dust.
Yeah, they were tiny, so they're probably real. But
wow, you were balling then in 5th grade.
it was like an inch long. But I was balling.
Yeah.
I was an Italian wigger kid with a chain and a little SC. I was killing it with my basketball jerseys and my really long shorts.
I had a friend that had like 2 tongue rings, both nipples pierced. I got my eyebrow pierced. Yeah, it was a weird time.
Yeah, because there was a point where that was like rock and roll.
Yeah,
to get your nips pierced, and
it was more. At least for me, it was like NYC hardcore.
Yeah,
it was all hardcore guys doing it. Yeah,
yeah.
Meanwhile, when he pierced my eyebrow, I almost passed out. Like a white wall in front of me. They're like, "Sit down, sit down." I had to sit down. Like a push.
Hardcore. That's funny that you fainted.
Close, but not.
Did you go? As you went down. Oh heavens! Oh, right through I felt it go right through my eyebrow.
That was a thing to me. It didn't even hurt. I didn't even feel it really. But all of a sudden, my body went into shock. It was like, what the fuck just happened? And whited out.
Did you feel like a crunch of like your fucking?
Not that I remember, unless my brain like forced it out of me, But yeah, it was they kind of pinch it with, I don't know, like forceps that have a hole in it. So and then do this, and a 1/10 of a second it takes.
Yeah, I've heard piercings, no NBD, no big deal. But I still, that and tattoos, everybody was doing it, and I was like, they already got cool ones. Mine are gonna be gay. I don't even want to do tattoos.
Yeah. Oh, you've thought about tattoos? I've never even thought about getting one because I'm like, what would I get?
Like a bunch of my friends got them, and that all varies from that.
Yeah.
Like, oh look, you got a Mets tattoo on your ankle, and to like, oh, that's kind of cool. I wish I had that, but I can't get it now because you have it. We can't have 2 guys walking around the same tattoo. Like I knew a guy who got that big Japanese thing on his back. Have you ever seen like Japanese heritage style tattoos?
Yeah.
He had it was like a big mask thing, like devil horns, and
his whole back.
Yeah, and it looked badass. Damn, well, I can't get that. We can't be 2 guys walking around with. I didn't even hang out with this guy that much, but since I saw his when it was like done, it's like, well, if I get that now, I obviously just copied him.
Have you seen it now though? Like, does it still look the same?
No, I haven't seen this guy in forever. And another friend of mine worked at a tattoo place, and he made tattoos so annoying for me because he would talk about them and be so pretentious. Be like, if you don't get traditional tattoos, then they're shitty quality. And I'm just like, you know what? I think this whole thing's gay. I think tattoos are gay. I don't want one.
Is traditional just black and white? Is that what he means by that?
No, they're like,
or different techniques they use.
Like old school pictures is the best way I can describe.
Like the anchor and mom,
shit like that. Yeah, kind of. But like new versions of old shit like that. Like the artwork all looks like that. And I didn't think they looked bad. And honestly, if he wasn't so annoying about it, I'd probably have a bunch. But he talked me way out of it just because of how into it, but like annoyingly into it he was.
I want to say like 1 out of 30, 50 tattoos I see, I'm like, oh, that's actually good. That looks good, and it looks like art, and a lot of times it just, I don't know, it looks like a tattoo, which is fine. No hate on them, but I'm like, I would never have that. But even yesterday, like waiting for the bus to come here, there was some huge
and not paying for it either.
There was some huge fat chick, but she had like a sleeveless shirt on, and she had like this awesome picture of a face of like a Virgin Mary kind of thing, but it was like so well done. I was like, oh, that's actually a nice tattoo. But most of the tattoos I see, it's always like, it's a cool picture or whatever, but there's no technique to it or that jumps out to me.
No, yeah, I completely forgot what I was going to say because I'm distracted by fat bus lady. Was she sweaty?
Well, it was kind of cool yesterday, but yeah, I'm kind of confusing her with a fat one I saw today with a belly shirt that was walking toward, like, leaving the ferry, and I like went right in front, and she had all the stretch marks over her big fat belly that was hanging out. I was like,
there are some cactus that show up at the fucking bus.
ugh.
Which reminds me, we should have sent you home on a bus with that can of fish. Just so you can sit there with your phone out and record the slow and then fast reactions of everybody as everyone kind of turns around going, what's that smell? And then as it starts overwhelming the bus, everyone starts going, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? The bus would absolutely have pulled over. You would have all
What's that smell, motherfucker?
Who the fuck's got stanky butt fish? Who's got the butt fish?
Would you even assume it's fish though, or you would just assume it's like bum odor, right?
Yeah,
like it did have. I guess it did have.
It smelled a little fishy.
Yeah, you're right.
But
you're
mostly, like again, it was like someone left poop out in the sun, and covered it in fish. It was like a hot smell. It was so fucking. It burned into your nose. It was a burning.
Yeah.
Real quick. Or real as long as we have to. Oh, Win at All Costs. Thank you,
Thanks,
Win at All
Win.
Costs. Safe travels, boys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Booked my flight today. Gonna be sitting between two people, and I'm fat, so it's gonna go great. And Win at All Costs again. Jaquan had a great idea. Your wives should do the show for the next 2 nights.
Yeah, good. We'll work on it.
No.
No, I don't.
That's
Jamie's not a in front of camera kind of person. She would definitely say no to it, first of all. But
Caitlin didn't like when they were criticizing the wallpaper.
I feel like she could, not that she should or would, but she could do it.
Totally.
Yeah.
When we were watching football together, she was chiming in.
Yeah. She's a good,
perfect.
She's a good talker.
She's very good at hanging out. And being fun. But I don't think you should dive into doing podcasts unless you want to do that.
Yeah.
Like she's got her own life going on that's not
the
being
whole
on the
show
fucking internet.
would just be them making fun of us. Well, you know what Steve does? Oh yeah, well Garrett.
Well, that would be funny. That's why they should do it, because that would be pretty funny. But I don't know. There's something about it where it's like I feel like a separation of worlds is key to keeping everything going smooth.
Yeah, you do a bad job at separating the worlds.
Right now, the worlds are already combining. But if we further combine, it's like, well, where does Work Steve begin and Home Steve end? I'll be an Ouroboros.
Yeah. Wait till you see this Blaze Media though. Like, we thought Compound was cool just because it was like not our own, but like our own studio, and it was, like the lights and the cameras and all the doodads and TriCaster and this place is huge, and there's just like, I don't know, like production studios all over, and then there's sets out everywhere, and there's people all running around, and there's all the free food and blah blah blah, and then there, like, in the back is Glenn Beck's TV collection where like Archie Bunker's chair is, and I want to say like something from the Apollo moon landing hanging up.
Can I fart in Archie Bunker's chair?
Well, you could have, but but a time when Gavin was there, he either sat on the chair or did something to the chair, and now there's a sign that says no one's allowed to touch this chair. He did something to it.
Did he merge with the chair company and fire all the chair staff, and now nobody can sit on the fucking chair?
Yep, that's
way to go, Gav.
Yeah, so we'll have to fart somewhere else.
No, we don't. I have a plan.
I mean, we definitely could sneak a fart on
We'll
there.
sneak a fart on it. We'll remove the sign, all sneaky like.
Uh-huh.
Then we'll sit on it, blow gas into it, put the sign back. No one will be any the wiser. People might walk by and go, it smells like fucking rotten fish farts. But they won't know we did them on the chair unless they put their nose on the cushion.
Yeah.
Do you think the security guards at the Blaze do that? Every night they do a sniff check on the seat to see if anybody's been sitting on it.
Well, that's where we'll be, because like the chair is in where all the studios are, the open studios, and there's not really security there. So if we wanted to, we could fuck with the chair, but we'd have to disobey the sign.
Disobeying signs makes me uneasy, but sometimes you have to get ahead in life. All right. Well, what if I don't sit on the chair, but I myself take a big deep whiff out of Archie Bunker's chair?
That'll work.
Get some of those classic old racist farts into me.
Old Carol O'Connor farts.
It reminds me of my granddad. Oh, we got the money's pouring in tonight. Digital blackface. Johnny suggested the Edie show, and Caitlin chimed in, all for a 2-hour Edie live stream. A few people suggested.
Oh, just stream Edie for 2 hours.
Just have the
happen.
Just have the Edie cam going.
That'd be fun.
Which I forgot to put the Edie bed out today, so she's laying.
Well, she was kind of laying here already, and then it's hard to get her to get up to put the bed down.
That's the thing. She looks very comfortable, even though she's half on the fucking.
Just got a whiff of the fish.
Fish whiff? Maybe my dog fished.
I think I touched my phone. That's why. Never mind.
Oh, you got a phone whiff.
Yeah.
I was thinking last night, how funny would that timing be if Edie, like you said,
expressed her glands
and she had fish ass.
That's a good comparison, though. It smelled like that smell, but a factor of 2 or 3.
It smelled like that smell loaded into a bazooka and fired at my
yeah,
house.
Yeah.
That's
a good
went to the
comparison
extreme.
To that smell. Yeah.
Oh, such a sleepy girl. Can you give her one of the treats that is next to the dog treat thing?
Okay.
They're from Jeff. Jeff sent these with the 6,000 pounds of candy, the cars, and the whatnot. They're oh no, they're not actually. They're in the dog treat thing. The bag. I don't know what. No, not the pig. Yeah, they're potato chips that are dog treats. They're like big hunks of potato chip, and Edie fucking loves them.
Really?
And on the bag it says they're made with cheese, so it's really. It looks like people food. Oh,
looks
yeah,
like a Ruffles.
Ah.
But flat on the other side.
Yeah, that looks like you should take a bite, actually. This is perfect for Garrett's dog treat review.
Soft. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's kind of like a cheese and crackery flavor. But once again, like that, the way it breaks down in your mouth. Uh-oh, we got yelled at for trying dog food.
Oh, well, to be fair, we have 5 million dog treats. Garrett, if you want, you can go to town and use as many as you want.
Yeah, I have to test it for eating.
Well, yeah, we have to make
want
sure
to get poisoned.
What if we're feeding this dog poison right now and you don't even know because we're looking at my feet? Wouldn't eat a Pop-Tart.
Edie, you want a chip? Nope.
Too sleepy for snacks. I find that very hard to believe. Atta girl.
Yeah, it does kind of have like a melted cheesy kind of flavor, but
where's your
very fibery.
Gotta hear that crunch.
Oh well.
It's fine. Next time. Thank you, Edie. And thank you, Garrett, for trying out the dog treat and making sure I wasn't poisoning Edie.
You're welcome.
It sounded very crunchy when she ate it.
It did, but yeah, my bite was like it didn't snap off. It was, halfway between hard and soft. Surprisingly,
I'm always
pleasantly
halfway
surprised.
between hard and soft.
Do you have any? Did you hear about this longshoreman strike at all?
No. Longshoreman strike.
That started today.
I've heard nothing.
All the ports from Maine to Florida on the East Coast
From Milan to Minsk?
are shut down. They're not allowing any ships or containers to be brought in. And people are like, apparently people are rushing Costco to bulk up on items. And you haven't heard any of this?
No, this is concerning.
Yeah. And the guy that's like the head of the union is like, people are going to suffer. It's going to suck for you guys, but the president said like he might do some Harris-Taft Act or whatever, which forces them to go back to work for 90 days. And he's like, yeah, but instead of 30 moves an hour, we'll just do 8 moves an hour. And then after 90 days, you guys are shit out of luck again. Really? You haven't heard any of this?
No, I have not been paying attention to anything but like SpongeBob and fucking Gordon Ramsay show.
If you in the prep email I sent is a video of him, but this I was hoping you'd heard about it at least to have some sort of.
What are they?
The top one.
What are they trying to?
So the deal is they want to get.
Oh, whoops.
Oh no, sorry, not the top one. Where was it?
There it is.
Yeah. So their contract ended yesterday, and they've been in negotiations, and they want to get like I've heard from 50% to 77% more pay, and they're worried about automation taking over the ports, where just robots will do everything. You don't have to hire anyone except people to fix the robots. Yet they're like, we want more pay to keep us in our jobs so you don't have to pay these robots. It seems kind of counterproductive. Like if McDonald's workers are like, no, we want $20 an hour. Well, now all of a sudden there's all these kiosks that you just order from, and there's a burger flipping robot. So I don't know how well this is going to work out for them, but yeah, in this video.
So now there's going to be long robot shoreman.
Yeah. So yeah, you could just.
Let's have a look-see. Who's this feller?
So he's the union leader.
And this is the guy that said we're going to make you suffer?
Yeah. And this guy makes $900,000 a year.
Oof.
His base salary is like $780,000, and then he makes another $140,000 for being the union leader. And he showed up to this one of these interviews. He's got a gold
chain like a union leader.
He had gold-plated Cartier sunglasses that people were looking up when he was interviewed another time that are like $1,900 or $3,200. And let's listen to this guy.
But today's world, it's changing into the future. They're not making millions no more. They're making billions. And they're spending it fast as they make it. I want a piece of that for my men, because when they made their most money was during COVID. When my men had to go to work on those piers every single day, when everybody stayed home and went to work. Not my men. They died out there with the virus. We all got sick with the virus. We kept them going. From Canada to Maine to Texas, Great Lakes, Puerto Rico, now the Bahamas, everybody went to work during COVID. Nobody stayed home. Well,
so did we.
I want to be compensated for that.
Yeah.
I was going to wait for, I didn't realize this was 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to end soon, but where's our compensation? These two fellers you're looking at right now worked at Compound Meteor. We
every day
did not miss one motherfucking day of work.
Nope.
Because we were just like, well, what are
we going to do?
Because everybody was staying home, and I think I asked us like, would you feel comfortable going in? Or he straight up said you don't have to go in.
Keith did, yeah.
Yeah, he was, you guys don't have to go in, and we were like, but what else am I gonna do?
Yeah,
let's just go in. And like my whole thing was like, who's gonna stop us? Like, if someone asked me like, what are you doing out? I'm gonna be like, going to work. I work at a media company. We don't take any days off.
You weren't worried about it at least the first few days, like there was going to be some hall monitor kind of thing being like, where are you going? Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the first, I don't know, month even, or at least week, I was the only one on the sidewalk in my neighborhood. And then when I got out at Penn Station, I was the only one there too. It was crazy, you know, but
Yeah, there was little spits and sprinklings of people, but
yeah,
not a lot at
not a
all. There
lot.
was barely anybody. And at the ferry, though, there was like a fair amount of people. But even there, it was like nothing compared to the normal like rush hour ferry. But it was very odd, and I want compensation. Some of our men died in those studios, hitting those buttons, watching Gino say the N-word. Some men died that time.
I'm not asking for the world. They know what I want. They know what I want. And if they don't, no, then I have to go into the street and we have to fight for what we rightfully deserve. These people today don't know what a strike is.
Right.
When my men hit the streets from Maine to Texas, every single port will lock down.
This guy talks like a mobster. And he's wearing a gold chain and fucking fancy boy glasses.
Yeah. Anthony's tweet was the newest season of Sopranos looks great.
Yeah. That's what he's doing, by the way. He's like, I want money.
Yep.
And if you don't just give me money that for a reason I made up, we went to work during COVID. Now you owe us money for that.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
Yeah, I'm going to put the screws to you if you don't pay me my money.
Now the thing is, like, I get his point, kind of like everyone's making more money and you're not making as much money, so it's kind of honorable that you're defending. But they're really like threatening to do autonomous ports, and doing this is not going to save people's jobs. This is just going to get them fired quicker.
Well, maybe Mr. Gold Chain is doing this whole thing because he's getting paid by people who want the autonomous ports to be a thing.
Oh,
and he's kind of forcing it in because now nobody's going to be working at the ports because he's getting these idiots to go on strike.
God. He's already bought stock in the autonomous port business, he has it inside.
Gave him a briefcase of cocaine and money.
Good point.
And they said, get your men on strike and make it a bad one. So we can convince people that they need this.
It's like 45,000 people that are going to be on strike. And like no cargo containers are going to come in. And they said just, he keeps explaining it. We'll see.
You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you. First week, be all over the news every night, boom, boom. Second week, guys who sell cars can't sell cars because the cars ain't coming in off the ships. They get laid off. Third week, malls start closing down. They can't get the goods from China. They can't sell clothes. They can't do this. Everything in the United States comes on a ship. They go out of business. Construction workers get laid off because the materials aren't coming in. The steel's not coming in. The lumber's not coming in.
It seems joyous.
They lose their job.
Talking about this, like, I can't wait.
It seems like he's trying to like own the libs or something. He's like he's like getting revenge on some people that pissed him off.
But the thing is, unions are libs. Like unions are a lib idea. That's what's weird.
Well, he doesn't seem.
No, he doesn't.
He also doesn't seem like either. He seems like just a scumbag whoever pays him
who has
do
the
whatever.
Power.
Yeah, whoever gets his chain a little golder will get whatever. Or greases the palm, will get whatever they want from him. But yeah, he seems very vindictive in these things. Like he wants everyone to know how painful their life is going to be because of the Longshoreman.
Which I guess is his job to do. He's the strike leader, so he has to.
And he can make it true if everyone quits. But I feel like if enough time passes and enough American business is getting destroyed, our fucking fascist government is going to step in and be like, well, this union isn't a thing anymore. Yeah. Here's what we'll do. You don't exist.
We'll just hire more people.
Here's the people. Here's government official fucking port people, longshoremen that now have a U.S. government seal. And you guys can all go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, which will be worse. The government controlling ports, everything will slow down.
Everything will turn into me getting unemployment. Sean Teese is gonna have 100 fucking shipping containers full of Lamborghinis.
Everybody's hating the longshoremen now. because now they realize how important our jobs are. Now I have the president screaming at me, I'm putting a Taft-Hartley on you. Go ahead. Taft-Hartley means I have to go back to work for 90 days. That's a cooling off period. Do you think when I go back for 90 days, those men are going to go to work on that pier? It's going to cost the companies money to pay their salaries. Well, they went from 30 moves an hour maybe to 8. They're going to be like this. Who's going to win here in the long run? You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract.
The longshoreman win in the long run. Shinkle bottoms.
And let's move on with this world. In today's world, I'll cripple you. I will cripple you. And you have no idea what that means. Nobody does.
I mean, I'll cripple you. He's threatening the American people.
Yeah.
I'll fucking cripple your life.
Or is it the government he's threatening? Because they're threatening to put the Taft-Hartley on me.
No, I think it's the American society. He's just like, I'll cripple the whole thing.
Average Joe?
Yeah.
Little Susie Lunch Pail or whatever.
Yeah, you're right. He wears the gold chain outside his shirt.
Yeah.
Is that how your SC
That's
was
how,
worn?
Oh, of course. You didn't wear it inside. You had to show it off. That was the point of it. You fucking greasy guineas really make me laugh. What's his name?
I'm not sure. Does it say right in the beginning or no? Is it just captions? Oh, captions.
Just caps. Maybe it says in the... oh, here we go. Harold J. Daggett. Wow, that's a funny...
Wow.
One letter away, last name. Fucking Daggett. What a dag. Yeah, it was a really daggy video. I could have swore. I guess, I mean, he doesn't look like a guinea, but he talks like one.
Yeah.
He acts like a greaseball guinea. But
Yeah,
Daggett, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I would have guessed Irish, but I don't know. Not with the last name Daggett.
Longshoreman. Yeah, he's probably Irish. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is. But I see there's more.
Yeah, that second one's the same video. It's just a shorter version. But then the third one link is what he owns.
Oh, Harold Daggett, the ILA boss who pledged to cripple the United States, owns a 76-foot yacht, a Bentley, and gets paid over $900,000. He was acquitted on RICO charges, big guinea thing.
Yeah.
After the main witness against him, mobster Lawrence Ricci, was found decomposing in a car trunk in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's literally he's a shitty Scorsese movie.
Did you watch The Wire?
Yeah.
The second season was all about the longshoremen.
Yeah, the ports.
Yeah.
The Subotniks or whatever.
And kind of the same thing.
Blue collar credentials.
This one's just about his yacht and money. But then the next picture is how the guy was found dead, decomposing.
Charged with racketeering in 2005, Mr. Daggett took the witness stand and portrayed himself as a mob target, despite evidence against him from a turncoat mafia enforcer saying he was under the mob's control, the New York Times reported. During that trial, one of Mr. Daggett's co-defendants, a renowned mobster named Lawrence Ricci, disappeared. So one of Daggett's co-defendants. His decomposing body was found in the trunk of a car outside Jersey diner several weeks later, with the killing still unsolved.
Still unsolved.
That one seems
From
like
2005.
Open and shut case. Despite his union serving as a historic symbol of the grip of organized crime on union members, as depicted in the 1954 film On the Waterfront, Mr. Daggett was acquitted in both cases. The union leader has previously criticized the Waterfront Commission, set up to combat mafia control of the port, calling the allegations of mob influence total bullshit and a dark, ugly attack on Italian Americans. He's Italian now?
Maybe.
I guess he's like a half or something.
Yeah, Daggett. I don't know. It could be. Is it Daggett? Oh, it is Daggett. Yeah.
Yeah, he did the anti-Italian discrimination bit.
So yeah, I don't know what else to say about, but it was just like we could be in like a COVID kind of. Remember when all the shit was not at the stores, and it's not like going to be coming eventually. It just won't be coming
now. So this is basically the sequel to the Mafia, the Mafia Part 2. COVID times. And this guy is the new Mafia. The question is he going to be threatening enough to actually pull this off, or is this going to get squashed because, again, the government agencies have figured out how to deal with this?
Yeah, or they're just going to be like,
or they're in on it.
We're putting robots in.
Yeah.
We don't care. And then there's no mafia connection unless the mafia owns the robots. And it's almost like, why not just do that? Yes, it kills jobs. I get that. But I don't know. I also sent a video of like the automated piers. And just some guy kind of.
I'm a longshoreman. Oh, here we go.
But like, it seems like this is the type of job that would greatly benefit from robots.
I'm a longshoreman for LA Long Beach. And LA is fighting against this right here. I'll tell you right now. See that? There's nobody there. Automation. I work at an automated dock. It's no joke. They're losing thousands of jobs. So you got all these machines. Look at all these machines right here. There's no people. They ain't paying no taxes. They ain't paying no money. This is what ILA is fighting about. This all used to be filled with top handlers, UTR drivers, clerks, all this yard. Look how big this yard is. And there ain't hardly any people on this thing. This is what they're fighting about. I work at an automated dock right here, Port of LA, Long Beach. Keep fighting, brothers. Keep fighting.
So is part of the strike that, I mean, because he didn't mention this, but does he want the automated docks out?
He doesn't want automation to be as part of one of the big parts of the strike. But if you don't want automation to come in, and I think it said like longshoremen make, at least the scrubs or whatever, make $39 an hour, and they want nearly a 50% pay raise. So that's $60 an hour they want. Why would you say that when they could just bring in a robot and then don't have to pay you anything? Like, it would almost be like, all right, we want a little bit of a raise, or you know?
Because Garrett, they're the mafia. They can ask for two things and get them both.
Yeah.
No automation, more money, or else we'll fucking cripple you. You're gonna fucking pay unless you like being crippled.
I mean, how long do they let this go on too? Literally today, nothing is being emptied out, or ships can't come in.
Depends on who's in on this scam. How big of a scam is this?
It's a good point.
Is it COVID big, or is it some other thing?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see.
But boy, all that longshoremening really made me want to crack open a beer. I now have PTSD from the sound of cans opening. I think there's going to be an immediate, really bad smell afterwards.
So, yeah, I mean, it's fine now, but that was the thing when COVID hit. I was like, how is everyone going to be out of a job for more than 2 weeks? Like, if you're paycheck to paycheck and you don't get 2 paychecks, what the fuck are you doing? Yet somehow, I guess there was all that stimulus stuff, but like everything just kind of kept going on like normal, really.
It was
like,
a little odd.
I thought right away when it happened, I was like, we got, what was it? 6 days? What was 15 days to slow the curve?
Yeah. Or I thought it was 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah. And I was like, all right. I felt like even that was kind of long. Like, how are they going to not pay? How are people going to go 2 weeks without a paycheck? And then what it go 6 months, 8 months, and no one was getting paycheck. And I was like, oh, I guess it somehow works.
Well, a lot of people went out of business.
Yeah.
But that was more in the long run. But also, I guess at first, a lot of people went out of business. But yeah, they were sending out like business stimulus checks and.
But even that took a while to get out there.
I think those were pretty quick because people were scamming and like getting business loans and they got the money very quickly. But over time, a lot of people who did that were getting like they were slow on the catch, but they got caught. Like most people who did that got caught.
Like a girl that's just like working at Starbucks and doesn't get paid for 2 weeks. How did these people survive? I guess move back in with their parents or
sucking cock on the street.
Maybe
that little street cock sucking.
I mean, no one was allowed on the street. I didn't really see many street cocksuckers
The
out
only
there.
people that were allowed out there were quickly behind a fucking park bench.
So maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like in a week or two, if there's no fucking ships coming in, what the like even that you gave me a Reese's Pieces, a Reese's peanut butter cup to try because you thought it was, I don't know,
Tasted off to me.
Tasted off, and
That must have just been I must have eaten something right before I ate it.
I thought it tasted fine, but even on the bottom it said made by Hershey, produced in Mexico. You know, like we're not going to get anything.
Sure, we can get some.
I guess from Mexico.
We can send some trucks up. Don't worry, Garrett. The candy will be fine.
Okay,
thank God, by the way. Thank you, Jeff. I have 60 pounds of candy that maybe otherwise I would not have access to. I'm gonna hold on to these bags. These might be bags of gold I got in my fucking house. Should have held on to that fish. Things get dire enough. People want to eat it.
So they're saying they were saying that this is a strategic time to do it because
before the election.
Not even before the election because the holiday season's coming up.
Oh, whoop-dee-doo.
But their contract, which I assume was like a 10-year contract, it ended September 3rd. It wasn't like they planned it or set the end date to that day because they knew in 10 years.
Maybe they did.
I mean, maybe they did. You're
10
right.
10 years from now, if these assholes don't give us what we want, we're going to fuck Christmas up.
Yeah.
Well, thank God I at least bought Charlie one gift already.
Okay, good.
So it won't be an empty Christmas. It'll just be a one gifter if things get, shitty enough. And I'll just give him a bag of candy.
Or 24.
I'll tuck away some of those cars I got too. Like, Merry Christmas, here's old cars.
You can wrap each one individually.
We open presents for fucking 3 days. I hope that doesn't get worse. I hope they appease the mob. The fact that the mafia is poking their head up and going on camera, that guy might end up dead.
But that's the thing. Like, I'm so conflicted about this where not really a fan of unions, but I feel bad for the people that have jobs that are going to get replaced by robots. But the robots will do a better job and
not better, but cheaper,
more efficient.
Like, you got to actually weigh the cost of how much does this fucking robot cost to make and ship over here or whatever. And then you're going to have someone, at least one to like a team of people that oversee the robots just in case they start fucking up.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. That some criticisms were like the union should have been training people in robot repair or whatever it is, or robot programming.
Robo hand jobs.
Yeah.
Getting the machine to do you.
But it just seems weird that they're going to get replaced by robots and they're like, we want a 50% raise. Just seems counterproductive.
I guess that very clearly mobbed up guy is kind of panicking and is just like, oh God, we got the fucking
go over the top,
getting taken over by robots. These guys want more money. I can't get them any money. Here's what I'll do. It's all I know how to do. I'm gonna fucking cripple you if you don't fucking pay up and pay more.
That seems like what he's doing.
Yeah, you need to give us protection money.
On his 73-foot yacht. Jesus Christ.
79 foot.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
He drives his Bentley too.
His Bentley.
Man.
It's hard to feel bad for that guy.
Feel bad for him. You shouldn't feel bad for him. You should be vaguely threatened by him.
Vaguely?
Or
I'm going to
actually,
cripple you.
Yeah, threatened. Be threatened. Those were threats. You should feel threatened.
I kind of did from the I'll cripple you. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Fuck that. We should go cripple him.
Like, I wonder if because like teachers can't strike, or police or firemen can't strike, right?
The army probably can't strike either.
Yeah, definitely not. But I don't know how, like, why these longshoremen that are essential to our economy are allowed to strike. I don't know if they're under that Howard Taft law where you can strike, but we could make you come back for 90 days.
Yeah, there's a cooling off period, as we all know. We all know about the cooling off period. I don't know what the fuck that meant, but it's something about they have to go to work for 90 days or else. Don't know what that means. Do they get thrown in jail or fined or both? Yeah,
I guess thrown in jail. I don't know.
If you don't fucking get those goddamn Pokemon cards off that shipping container, you're going to jail. Yeah, that's.
So we'll keep an eye out for this, see how it goes. Hopefully this gets settled quickly.
Yeah, hopefully they settle it, and we can keep eating like kings. Speaking of eating like kings, I had McDonald's 2 days in a row.
Yeah,
Yes.
2 days in a row. Dinner both times.
One was Sunday night after me and Caitlin were out. We were at a bar for like a birthday party watching football.
Did you eat at the bar?
No, that's why I was very hungry when I came home. So I ordered McDonald's. Caitlin fell asleep and didn't want any, but I got her nuggets anyway. And I was I was so hungry and kind of in a shit mood. And that seems to be when they fuck your fucking food up the most.
Mm-hmm.
Is when you could really use a good fucking thing of fries.
Hot, salty fries.
Hot, salty fries.
Yeah.
That's why I order McDonald's. I like the fries. I was pretty fucking tuned up. I was really drunk, so these videos are terrible. But I have 2 videos of how my McDonald's showed up at my door.
Oh, you got it delivered?
Of course I got it delivered. I can't go drive and get it, Garrett. I'm shit-faced.
How'd you get home from the bar?
I didn't drive.
Like you didn't think of stopping at McDonald's?
No.
Oh, no.
I did not think of stopping at McDonald's. Though you're right, I should have, but we were busy because Caitlin was the DD, and we had to go pick up the baby.
Oh, okay.
So McDonald's time was not today.
I gotcha.
So I took this really shitty video of what I was trying to do here was show that the delivery driver, who by the way was on an electric bicycle, usually when it says that in Uber Eats,
it does say that?
It'll say it. But like the guy shows up in a car, and it's like I don't know why that's weird. I don't know why he's doing that. But this guy actually showed up. I just hear, and this fucking dork on an electric bike shows up with the helmet and goggles on and like purple light on his bike, and he's like beep beep delivery. Fucking
now, where is the food? Is it just like strapped to the back banana seat kind of thing?
Well, therein lies the problem.
Oh,
the food was in this front pouch thing he had that looked just like a sideways backpack on the
like
front
a
of his
fanny pack, kind of
bigger though, like a big fanny pack that was like on the handlebars. And he opened it like it was this cool thing, like here you go, special delivery. And he pulls this bag out, and it is just flooding. It's pissing. The bag's just pissing
the
Sprite.
soda.
Yeah.
Oh no!
And I'm just like, oh, what the fuck? And he just goes, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm just like, it's fine, whatever. Because I figure it's a big bag with a smaller bag in it. Maybe the Sprite's just getting not all over the food.
Yeah. Yeah, or it just like drips through the bottom of the bag, but everything else is fine.
I don't know if this even shows anything because I was too drunk to take a good video, but yeah, that was an awful. It was supposed to just fall over and show how much water was in the bag. Said I had to pick it up. But that was after about a gallon of Sprite already came out of it.
Oh,
it was still dripping that much.
So was the food affected?
Garrett, as I said, I ordered McDonald's 2 days in a row.
It's making sense now.
Because the food was extremely affected. The fries, which were the main thing I ordered it for, were fucking soaked. They were literally cold and stiff. And
oh my god!
Didn't even I guess they tasted like Sprite, but only in a lemony, shitty way.
I feel like when I don't do Uber Eats, but when I've seen like places pack up the stuff for, excuse me, Edie, for delivery, it's like everything's sealed and stapled shut, and then taped shut, and the drinks are in their own special holder.
All happened. Sorry, I got distracted. He was having a nightmare. Oh, look, she's twitching. She's got the twitch going. But yeah, everything was strapped up in the way it was supposed to be.
Oh.
It's just that, well, here, I'll show you. The soda itself was completely fucking smashed.
Oh, like the cup broke?
Yep. Because of his nifty fanny pack, the food was all crushed in there.
Oh, my God.
And the cup somehow shattered. So that was happening all over the fucking food.
And you're hungry?
Starving. Everything's soggy and terrible. I still ate a good portion of it, but I didn't enjoy any of it.
You ate the fries?
as many as I could, but they were literally disgusting. I didn't eat a lot of them.
What else did you get?
Chicken sandwich, nice and soggy.
Everything got, even the things
Everything.
in the boxes.
The bottom bun of the chicken sandwich got fucking disgustingly soggy. And I tried to eat it, but it was just I was so mad too. I was like, this fucking sucks. The only thing that was unaffected were the chicken nuggets that I bought for her that she didn't even want.
Nice.
That she was sleeping, didn't eat them. Oh, she ate them next day. But
okay. You didn't eat them?
I had one. I got her a 5-piece.
Oh, all right.
No, I got her a 6-piece, but I got it's 5-piece by the time she had it. But yeah, so today I ordered McDonald's and I ordered a Happy Meal for my son. Did not give him any of the food because I will not do that. There were apple slices. I gave him a couple of those, but he realized the game I was playing. There's a tiny little fry box that comes with a Happy Meal.
Yeah.
And I just took the fries out, dumped them in my fucking mouth, and threw the apples in there. I was like, here's your McDonald's. He literally ate one, and then he was spitting apple chunks. I was like, wait, what the fuck? There's no way this is what you're eating. And he fucking just walked up to me and wanted more food. And I was like, here, take your toy. And I distracted him. The toy?
Yeah.
The toy for the Happy Meal was a little plastic crock, like the shoe.
What?
It was weird. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Why? Just one? Not
Just
even
one.
A pair?
It was like a keychain of a crock.
That's weird. What would a kid want with that?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Charlie kind of just held it and licked it and ate it.
What?
By the way, because it like smelled and probably tasted like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Because I remember opening the little box and it like reeked, and so he was licking it like, oh, there's that flavor.
So he hasn't tasted McDonald's yet?
Not a single fry.
Wow.
I do not want to do that to him yet.
It's
He's
fair.
a human child. Eventually,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want him as a baby getting like imprinted with fast food deliciousness. So he's like a fat fucking addict, like his dad.
What's sad is he'll never know the beauty of original McDonald's fries.
I know.
With the trans fat fries, or cooked in beef lard or whatever it was.
Unless we can get them to bring them back.
Maybe.
Maybe that should be our mission in life, Garrett.
Maybe.
We get them to bring the old fries back.
I think they're not allowed.
No.
I think it's illegal to make them like that.
Yeah.
Which is dumb.
Because
But
we
like,
live in communism land.
why doesn't some restaurant do it that way? I mean, maybe they do, and I just don't know about it. But that would be like almost a selling point on the menu: original McDonald's fries. You're like, what is that? It's like the fries you used to get at McDonald's. Oh, all right, I'll get that.
Maybe we could do that. Maybe that'll be our business venture.
Maybe.
Garrett Seed Business. We open up McFats, and it's just food made the wrong way that could potentially kill you, but it's tasty.
Yeah, I wonder if like McDonald's isn't allowed to do it, but we could do it. I don't know, or if just no one's allowed to do it, because it was that whole Mike Bloomberg trans fat thing.
Yeah,
It
no
ruined
big sodas.
KFC. It
Mhm.
ruined McDonald's fries. Like they're still pretty good, but they're not like
If they
used to
show
be.
up not completely soaked in Sprite,
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
they're good when you get them hot and salty. But once they kind of cool down, it's like
Yeah, they get a little
passable.
stiff.
Yeah,
They kind of suck.
yeah.
That's why as soon as the food arrives, I just start pounding fries into my
Yeah.
face because you got about 2 to 3 minutes before they start getting a little room temperature and stiff.
Uh-huh.
But
What'd you order for yourself? Oh, you just ate the Happy Meal.
you imagine? You're sitting there ordering more McDonald's. Again, I got the same order, the chicken sandwich and fries. I just
All right.
wanted my fucking order.
Yeah.
That's why I had to call McDonald's because they don't have a thing with Uber Eats set up the right way, or at least I couldn't fucking figure it out, where I can just be like, hey, this was bad, refund my money.
Yeah.
So I had to call them and be like, hey, this was bad, refund my money.
And they did?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Indian woman on the phone. It's okay, sir. Yeah, we have the wrong phone number here for you, but I know which one is you, so I can refund it.
Oh,
It
good.
might take 7 to 10 business days.
Whatever.
Seems like a long time. But
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'm still gonna order the next round
Did you
now.
have to send them the video?
No,
Oh.
no, I don't. You don't have to prove it. Although I was very descriptive. I was like, so this boy shows up to my house on his bicycle with a crushed soda that fucking just was all over the fries.
Oh,
I was way more descriptive than that, but
that sucks.
No, yeah, it was probably the worst night of my life.
I could see that. Yeah.
Worst night of my life, easily.
Worse than fish stink?
That's the thing. These are all things that just happened in a row where I'm like, damn. Whole Steve house can't catch a break.
I sent a prep thing about the new fried chicken sandwich. Have you heard about this thing?
Hold on real quick.
Well, yeah.
We got a yellow chat. Doogie7626, number 36 on the board.
Woo!
You'll be happy to know. You guys need a phone number so we can chime in. You're right on teachers and cops and firemen not able to strike, but it is called the Taylor Law, not TAF Law.
Yeah, I know I got the name wrong, but we do have a phone number. I just haven't turned it on in a while.
Yeah, we haven't turned on in a while.
Well, it's fine for now.
We'll get that back up and running at some point. But
Yeah,
it ran its course for the time being. But
chicken sandwich.
chicken sandwich.
There it is. Yeah. Have you seen this thing?
Is there two?
One's one's like a video.
Oh, I saw a picture of this and I thought it was just like fake.
Chris Baldessano sent this to us. It's like a kind of a hoity-toity restaurant. Maybe it was in California. Then they opened up like a sandwich shop spin-off of it in New York. So we could actually go eat this thing.
Oh, it's on purpose. See, I just saw the picture and I didn't read anything. So I was like, it looked like someone was like, look, they left the claw on the chicken. Oh my God.
No, this is some gourmet chicken sandwich, apparently. But it
looks pretty fucking good.
At iFly, turn your kid's next birthday party
Jesus.
into an epic flying adventure.
Why? I love that there's ads for what's basically just an ad.
Here with the Claude, our famous sandwich, and we serve the sandwich as we opened in July, and we're here with the Claude, our famous sandwich.
We're here with the
Claude. We serve the sandwich as a testament to the quality of the chicken that we serve, and that goes for the wings and the breast sando. But this is our see it and believe it proof. So the foot is our way to show that what you're getting is a natural and freely raised chicken that we are proud to serve. Everything is prepared over days and nights. The Claude in particular is a special cut that we have.
What we're showing you is that the chicken has its legs still on it, and you're like Jeffrey Dahmer eating a fucking body.
Yeah, I don't really. So their whole thing is we get real chickens, and a lot of the chickens, just say McDonald's would get, they almost have to cut the legs off because they're so withered and whatever that the chickens can't even stand on them or something like that. So they have healthy chickens with real feet. But then I'm wondering, is the bone in there?
Yeah, it has to be. I don't think
in a sandwich?
I don't think you're supposed to eat the leg part, but yeah, well,
no, there's a bone in the leg, but is there a bone in the drumstick and thigh?
Unless they are fucking dumb, that they must take the bones out of the eating part and then they just leave that shit all.
Yeah.
Unless, well, hold on, maybe they say
have in order to serve the sandwich without any bones in the chicken itself that is within the sandwich, and then it's prepared overnight in brine and then prepared overnight in marinade. We have a special combination of spices that we throw in to fry, and we have a process that we make to give that extra crunch. So when you bite into it, you really hear the deliciousness. It's a special cut that we have, which is then painstakingly prepared over days and nights to get the juicy and tender flavor.
What is wrong with this guy? Why does he talk like this?
I don't know. None of the articles I read mentioned a price for it, first of all, but would you eat one? Skip this one. I sent in a second email to the prep a better video at the bottom. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's making me hungry. That McDonald's I had was hours ago now, and other than again that disgusting leg hanging out of it, that looks pretty fucking good.
It does, right? Yeah,
it's dark, covered in sauce.
It's kind of like the tomahawk steak, but for chicken.
Yeah. Also, yeah, if they had the whole fucking thing filled with bones, that would be a crazy thing to say.
Thank God.
Like, why would you have buns around a thing you can't eat like that?
That's what I was wondering.
You just fucking break all your teeth just munching on bones. That would make no sense. That don't make no sense.
I guess they debone it all and then kind of gel it back together.
I think they just, they leave the foot part alone while they you know, shove a knife in the bone holes.
Yeah.
Big sandwich, the leg and the thigh. It kind of just came to us. Let's make a sandwich with the foot hanging out.
We're just doing an ad for this
Bird
fucking
Box
place
is
now.
our little chicken
Pretty
shop
much.
that we opened recently. It came
Oh, it's
out
in
of
San Francisco. I thought it said New York. I thought there's one in maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Her name's Artie Shetty.
Artie Shetty.
Artie Shetty. Artie is so shetty.
pandemic. Our restaurant Bird Song, which is just a mile away from here, we had to shut down during the pandemic, and we were trying to see
you don't deserve compensation
when we were shut down,
we
sustain our
do
employees. So we decided to do fried chicken.
We're gonna
And
cripple
people
you.
loved it. It's
Cripple that
delicious,
fucking
and we
chicken leg.
decided to give it a permanent home.
We have a big aging room in our other restaurant, and we had like about 60 to 80 birds just hanging and drying, feet on, head on. We were like, we need to do something with this. And then it kind of just came to us. Let's make a sandwich with the foot hanging out. Let's sell all these and see how it goes. And then people keep on asking for more of them.
Why?
So we were like, okay.
I think that's like, I wouldn't go out of my way to get it, but if I was near there, I'd get it just because it does look like a pretty good chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
But what the fuck does the claw hanging out do for you as someone eating it?
That's why I was like,
I don't get it.
I would almost rather just pop it off.
Get out of the
Save
way.
claw. Yeah. I mean, people do eat chicken feet.
People eat fucking pig's lips.
But I mean, I would definitely try the claw part.
We know you would. There doesn't seem to be anything you won't try. Again, unless it's a Pop-Tart. Then you're a little skittish.
Well, that one had like weird stains on it. It was stuck together.
Yeah, well,
This looks
become
fresh.
Pop-Tart, obviously. But yeah, this, as long as it's fresh chicken leg.
We need to tell a story behind this, kind of figuring out a way we can help people relate to this and do it in a thoughtful, meaningful way. And,
You relate
something
to
fun.
this?
And that's when Claude
No.
came.
See, now that the chicken has a funny name, do you relate to this? This is relatable?
I don't know how it's relatable. Like, what am I relating it to? A chicken that I've seen with a claw?
Some other chicken?
Like, it would be cool if I could hold the leg and the bun was stuck to the chicken and I could eat the sandwich like this.
Yeah. Also, where does the chicken leg end? Like, where do you stop eating? Because it kind of looks
I think, yeah, like right at that knuckle.
the nuck. And then what? What do you do with it? Do you have
And
to,
then there's the drumstick
back?
and then there's a thigh. So
You
it's a
think-
drumstick.
you think I ask for him back?
You get deposit.
Like you
get
have to
deposit
hand
back.
in your tray and your chicken leg at the end. Like, hey, we reuse those. Please, you don't get to keep that.
Not mine. I'd be chewing on those claws.
Garrett's eating the garnishes again.
We are constantly running low on Claude.
No,
We
That's
frequently
cool that
have
it looks
people
like a chicken.
repeatedly
I
getting.
don't know
people-
why, but for some
are
reason my
constantly
brain
running
likes
low
that.
on-
Huh.
That's appealing to me.
And it is kind of wrapped, so you could almost hold it by the claw. Maybe.
Running low on Claude.
Yes, he does say new. Oh, your new favorite fry. I could have sworn it said in New York, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, we don't have to finish the whole thing, but
Yeah, I think the people have gotten the point of this advertisement. We just salesman Garrett strikes again.
I'm kind of interested though. I definitely would want to try it.
It's food, so I'm 100% into trying and eating it.
But the thing, like,
I'm always hungry.
have you ever gotten chicken and waffles?
Yeah.
And it's always, at least the places I've gotten it at, it's always like a hipstery place. They're trying to act cool by selling, I don't want to call it cheap food, but like not gourmet food. But it's like they have all this other gourmet stuff on the menu that it's like chicken and waffles because we're blue collar guys, or
Yeah.
some weird kind of
We're a
thing
bunch
about-
of rough and tumble chefs and we don't give a damn.
But whenever
about-
I get there, like fancy fried
Just-
chicken and waffles, it's always like, I've had way better fried chicken from Popeyes.
It depends. Because I've gotten chicken and waffles where it wasn't fried chicken on the bone. It was like a big hunk of chicken on a waffle. And Like actually, every time I get it, that's usually how it is. Because I don't want the chicken wings. I want to be able to just cut into both, put some syrup,
yeah,
and eat it.
I
Best I've had mango like habanero butter.
Okay, that does sound good.
And
in the waffle, yeah.
Or no, yeah, and there was like something with the syrup too. Now I forget what the fuck it was, but it was amazing.
Huh?
And not again, it wasn't a drumstick, which I liked better.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah,
But I didn't think it was a pretentious food or like this fucking, hey, look at us, we're the chicken and waffle guys. I thought it was just like, hey, look, fat guy shit. You want to eat this fat shit? Hey, fat ass, want some chicken and waffles? That's how I read it.
I know, but usually places I've gotten it at, it's always like some hipster place where they have kind of, I don't know an example, but just like they have food that has a bunch of descriptors in it, and it's and the way they cooked it, and blah blah blah, and then it's like, and chicken and waffles because we're cool and we have the cool guy thing. And every time I've gotten it, not that it's ever bad, but it's like, it's fine. It's never like what I'd hope for.
So you're pretentious about the pretentious food?
Yeah. They
Double
need to make it more
pretentious.
pretentious or something. And I mean, this is definitely a pretentious sandwich, but it looks good.
The pretentious. So we have, unless you have more sandwich footage.
That was it.
We have a booth boy who, again, Doc Jones on the board. Oh no, he's been on the board. Doc Jones 73. He's number 21. He said, "Here's a travel video."
Ooh.
Now, I already read it. Damn it! I was gonna guess. Where did he travel to? Can you guess, or did you also already read it?
Yeah. After you said you read it, I read it.
Yeah. Shockingly, we're going to be watching a video about a guy in India. Visited India so you don't have to, and offended 1 billion people.
Oh boy.
Oh, this video is an hour long.
Perfect.
Excellent. Maybe we'll skip to the middle at some point where it's most replayed. Let's see.
When I started this YouTube channel in 2018, I flew to India.
How can I be a fan of the Mets while I'm living in the UK? That don't make no sense.
Ever videos. But 6 years later, I'm back, a little bit fatter, to see how things have progressed in Hindustan. Join me on a trip down memory lane.
That guy shitting or just squatting?
Things have progressed.
Oh, maybe.
I'm back, a little bit fatter,
Squat.
to see how
Oh no, he looks like he's squatting, doing something on the steps.
things have progressed.
Well, maybe he's
Hindustan.
also.
Join me on a trip down memory lane. Oh, I forgot to say it. Jay Bollocky. Let's do it.
Okay.
अच्छा ओए धन्यवाद साहब ओ ये क्या है संदान oh संदान wow संगम thank you खाना है जी अच्छा धन्यवाद साहब बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद धन्यवाद क्या और भाई not a chance. I'm not getting the shits on my first day. Let's jump in it.
I like this.
I like it so far.
So far, so good. It's pretty funny. Real quick. Digital blackface, another 50 beans. Give me the boom so I can bust. Boom! 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 Someone send that to Big Justice and AJ so they can do another.
Now it's been, I got to check again, but it might have been 2 weeks now that they haven't done a podcast.
Got cold feet.
Yeah,
They're also too busy opening for
oh
FAU.
my God, yeah.
And doing all that.
Getting Rolexes.
Getting Anyway, thank you, Digital Blackface. I hope that boom was satisfactory.
Mm-hmm.
अरे मिन बाजार भाई सब मिन बाजार पार्कन चलो चलो भाई अच्छा 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 ठीक है bang me knee on his bloody sharp bike.
That's a great view. That's awesome. You got to sit there with that smelly man's ass just in your face while he's pedaling and making more stink.
travel around in India, if you remember from years ago.
You have
Jumping on
your head
rickshaws.
to go there?
I think he's being a bit cheeky.
Oh.
He's taking a piss. Everyone else is taking a piss while he takes the piss.
Jumping on all forms of transport and going wherever the driver takes you. And this sign to Paharganj. Oh, Jani Mahan Chehra Tera Jadu. Koi Jadu. It's good to be back on the old familiar streets of New Delhi.
We now skip ahead to
like the peaks of the
over here, most replayed.
Right?
Yeah. Let's see. This seems to be him at the bazaar, and immediately I fucking freeze frame on a pile of trash. Why am I sort of surprised?
What is he getting? He's on the bus.
I think this is a train. It looks like a train. Let's see.
It happens in England too. Well, maybe I spoke too soon about the rubbish. I don't know. Someone's emptied the bin. Hello. There's
a garbage can literally right there.
I think, as he's suggesting, someone must have went bum crazy and just ripped all the trash out of the garbage pail just because they want to make India look bad.
Oh.
That's what they do out there. There's just these, wild pack of youths that run around India throwing trash on the floor, just so that when white guys that are bald with cameras come by, they go, look at this rubbish. There's rubbish everywhere. They should put it in the bin.
The way the guy just like casually walked over it and then opened the door, squishing a can as he did it. It's like he does this all the time.
I think if you live in India, you kind of walk on a good amount of trash without thinking twice about it.
I spoke too soon about how clean Indian trains are. Look at this.
We need to get bathroom on that train.
Crystal fucking, again, like the outhouse. It's fucking pristine. Never been used. But the garbage can area is full of poop. And there's just random shits strewn about the cabin. Look at this guy. He's got a fucking Steve belly on him. That boy, he's eating a lot of fucking chicken tikka masala, a lot of butter chicken.
Aapko English malum sab? English malum? Like my Hindi. Mere Hindi toda, aapka English toda. Well, the journey has begun.
He's like, you speak good. He's like, I can speak good. Do you speak my thing? No.
I don't speak your thing either. Oh, same.
Yeah. Our conversation is about how we can't talk. We cannot talk to each other. But we know we are saying we cannot talk to each other. It's good.
Throughout the night, we're going to travel. Let's go. Throughout the night with my friend here, across Uttar Pradesh.
Oh, he's going to our homeland.
Yeah.
Uttar Pradesh.
Benares, known to most of us as Varanasi. Let's go.
With it, like most.
You jump off?
You shoving him off the train? Oh yeah, I guess. Jesus Christ. Indian people are not good with trains at fucking all. No. They're the worst hobos in existence.
It's like he's never done that before, but obviously he has to do it every day.
It's like a routine, yeah. He routinely falls off the train and almost fucking twists his ankle. I mean, between the videos of Indian guys showing off by walking next to the train and getting blasted, sometimes to death, mostly to death.
The electrocution guy.
And that, it's this technology that they've had for a very long time, I think, that they're still just like, what the fuck is this thing? How does it work? He's so big and he'd move, but I don't know. Can I just jump off?
And does
momentum work?
Does the train not stop at regular stops? Like you just have to jump off?
I'd imagine. Because there's always so many people getting packed onto these fucking things. They're probably like, once again, we cannot make all stops. You have to get off. You have to get off 3 cities and towns away. Either that or jump.
What's good?
Wow.
By the way, the train stopped.
That's why the life expectancy in India.
He did that 5 feet from the stop.
Good.
I'm in a rush. I have to go right now.
Like about 53. People just randomly jump off trains and then fall under. I think it's okay. Let's use the toilet for the first time.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, this is what we want to see. I like this video a lot. This is
Yeah.
showing me the parts of India I want to see.
I think there's someone in there being sick. Flipping heck.
Kick the door down, though. Oh, yeah, there's someone. What?
This country.
Oh, it's someone he knows.
You go in?
It got me for a second. I was like, holy shit, he found the other white guy in India right now. That's bullshit. He didn't show it.
Oh, he's about to. Oh, nice. Ah.
Oh, shit.
The guy's pooping next to the train track.
So, you're back in India, Benjamin.
Never thought
I was just going to say,
Rapinda.
fucking Indian Geno's on the train. He's got his stinky fucking shit feet out. Look at there's poop stains on the feet. Look at that. This is right next to his head. It's got to smell great. The fuck is that smell?
Wait, so this isn't just like a Long Island Railroad train. This is you could sleep on the train?
Yeah, I guess this is a long distance train. You have to
my God.
jump off while it's moving.
It just never stops. You just keep jumping off.
It's the Stink Express. Where it goes, nobody knows. We just follow the smell.
Stink piercer.
Again.
No, I can imagine. I thought you said you'd never come back.
You asked me to come.
Fair enough.
I brought you to Uganda. You brought me to India.
Fair enough.
Oh!
Oh, that was insanely fake and gay. They should have just cut it. We got it. The fucking
it was it was funnier with just his feet behind him. Yeah, just keep talking
perfect
about
ambience. Oh, there's another peek over here. Should we skip a couple minutes?
Definitely.
Let's go to this part.
Ben needs to throw up. I need my beauty sleep. So we'll see you in the morning. Good night from the Varanasi Express. See you on the banks of the River Ganga sometime tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I want to see Uttar Pradesh.
Good night.
I've been waiting. I want to see the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know what? I bet it's exactly as I said. I bet it was crystal fucking clean.
That's why you didn't show it.
Yeah, he's like, what am I showing here? A clean bathroom? Nobody's ever used this fucking thing.
Shubhratri.
Being able to have something to always protect myself with this Brna allows me to have that peace of mind no matter.
We talked about fanny packs.
Yeah. I don't like them. Ruin McDonald's.
6 o'clock in the morning. It's all kicking off on the train. God knows what's going on. Welcome to Hindustan.
Wow. A beautiful country.
Any guesses what's in this mysterious train? No windows or doors. Check it out.
Okay, it's a cargo train.
Poop. It's filled with poop. They're shipping it to the other side of India where they like the poop more.
He's having a shit.
Oh,
another shitter.
I think those two guys were just in there, but maybe. Oh, so this train just goes to a subway?
How was your night's sleep on the train? Sleep.
All right, these two are being a bit too cheeky for my liking.
Easy to sleep on an
Yeah, I don't like when this new guy popped in.
Yeah,
the other guy was cool. This new guy is just like, oh, I took you to Uganda. You take me here.
And then he sees his feet and he goes,
oh, yeah.
Oh, the feet. Oh, look at Dolly.
There we go. This is it. We're in the rickshaw park. Somewhere on the edge of Varanasi, I think. Look at it. India in the morning.
India in the morning.
Benjamin's in charge of negotiations. I'm chilling.
Look how many people are up and out at
although he said he got no
45 in the morning. That's kind of crazy.
Is it?
No?
Not that many people are up and about at 6:45 around here.
You think if we went to the city at 6:45, it would be this crowded? You know what I'm saying?
Right around there.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'm skipping around though. This guy's he's losing me. He had me. What's going on? He just I want to see some poop. Show the poop. Show more trash. There's got to be some stuff going on here. What's this over here?
Channel has changed. I've changed, no doubt. Hello. Hello. And India's probably changed a little bit as well in those last 6 years or 5 years since that time. मारवाड़ी क्या जा रही हो This city is unrecognizable.
They were running away from him.
When I
He's
came
kind of
before,
hot.
well, fucking scared to fall down
No?
a little bit as well in those last 6 years or 5 years since that time. Marwadi.
Yellow?
She's not ugly.
Yeah.
Look at the we caught the moment that the guy in orange on the right decided, oh, good, a free rape today. Oh, look, a rape just showed up. Excellent. I was just sitting here stinking, thinking to myself, I should rape someone today. And look at these. Perfect.
3 choices. Hope
You
he makes
speak
the right
Marwadi?
choice.
Yeah, I can't see the girl on the left. The girl in the middle looks like the mom to the girl on the right. So yeah, she's I give her 4 out of 10.
Really?
I don't know, there's just something that too skinny and like stinky. That rubs me the wrong way. She has perfect teeth and like a nice smile and like she's a pretty face.
Nice cheekbones.
All right, I'll bump it up to a
big. I was gonna say
4.
5.5 or 6. Definitely above average.
Above that, 5.5.
Yeah.
You're right.
This city is unrecognizable from 5 years ago because when I came before, well, fucking scared to fall down. There's just shit everywhere. Human turd.
Thank you.
When I came
Finally.
before, the river was lower. And so you could walk out and walk along the gaps and stuff and meet the scammers. And now the scammers have either drowned or they
And
just
like
can't come.
the India Street View game we played, more piles of rocks and piles of lumber just
Piles.
out.
Yeah, just piles of stuff where something at some point was going to be built, maybe.
I heard that like in Mexico, if your house is or something like that, house is under construction, you don't have to pay like property taxes on it. So everyone kind of leaves their houses half constructed and leaves piles of construction material out because then you don't have to pay property tax or something like that. Maybe that's what they're doing here.
That's got to be some sort because it's weird to just have the material. Like, are you?
We saw that
lazy?
in every picture.
Every picture, there's
every
a pile
picture.
of bricks somewhere. So that's got to be just look proof we are building.
Yeah,
is you got free taxes? It's got to be something like that, or maybe the bricks are free. Like if you can prove you need to build something, they'll give you free bricks,
and they just drop it off.
look at all the bricks we have now. This is perfect. What are you going to do with them? I don't know. Maybe build a place to poop. No, that would be stupid. That would be so stupid. Your ideas are so bad. Just keep them in a pile. Show off how many free bricks we
poop
have.
on the bricks.
Put it between bricks, like shit cement.
Like a mortar.
Build a doghouse.
Shit mortar.
Shit mortar. I just like another thing I feel like you see in pictures of random streets in India is this right here. It kind of looks like a bum encampment, but really it's just random trash.
Yeah.
Random bulky trash that clearly is too bulky and annoying to really get rid of.
Yeah.
So it
they
just kind of
dump it there.
Just kind of sits there until time takes it back and it turns into dust.
There's definitely no dumping signs. There's no dumping signs in India.
There's
both things.
There's lots of please do dumping here.
Dumping shit.
Over every square inch of fucking non-toilet in the country. Please do a fucking shit right here in street.
But we're gonna go on.
How is the shit view not the most popular replayed moment?
Yeah, wait a minute. Where'd we see the shit?
Right.
It was right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It had to be right here.
Fucking scared to fall down. There's just shit everywhere.
No, it is. It is. That's in the center of the hill. This is one of the most viewed parts of the parts of the video is the 3 turds, triple turd on a very looks like a hill. So those withstood the test of gravity. And
what do you think it would be against the wall? So you lean up against the wall and shit.
No, it must have been from further up the hill.
Oh, and it rolled down?
Yeah, somewhere he had a good anchor spot.
That's a good point.
Or maybe he just shit in the center of a hill. Who knows?
Because What are those people selling shirts and pants? Is that what they're doing?
No, the rapture happens pretty often in India.
Oh,
where they just float out of their clothes and they get left there like, oh my God, there was a guy standing right there. God took him. He said, you fucking stink too much.
He was taking a shit and God took him.
Enough of this. You got to go. Yeeted him out of his clothes. Yeah, no, it's definitely, it looks like someone's selling dungarees.
Yeah.
When I came before, the river was lower, and so you could walk out and walk along the gaps and stuff and meet the scammers. And now the scammers have either drowned or they just can't come here. But we're going to go on this boat.
Don't point your camera up there. There's a naked dude there.
Jello, mate? Jello.
Clothes are on the floor. That's why it's
naked dude.
No, of course it's blurred or something.
Come on, Ben. Do it, mate.
Look at that water.
Oh my God. Ben, you're from a nation of seafarers.
Country.
It could just be
That's the
mud.
rowers side, isn't it?
It could. You're right.
You know,
He comes from Plymouth.
Not a lot of.
The cool.
All
We
of
believe
these
there are
people.
no
I
insignificant
gotta get
choices because the mountains will
Shitty
let
head
every
blocker.
Big part of British history was there in Kolkata. Of course, hello. Of course, it was called Calcutta before, and now Kolkata.
Kolkata.
The same city. Let's get down there and have a look what it's like.
I guess this is popular because he gets back on a ship train.
Are these the trains that the British built before they left India and they just never made a new train?
They may have had a hand in it. I would think. Yeah, probably.
Stop it.
Oh, the guy's he's protesting.
Neighbors.
He's there's an Indian shit lib. He's like protesting Pakistan, Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Free Palestine.
England?
Pakistan.
England.
Wow, England's okay, but they're
I
colonized.
think you're Carl Rock.
Namaste. How are you?
This is not Carl Rock. Zindabad.
The political party. Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister of India. Yes, he is. Okay, they got Moby. What's his name? Moby? Yeah. Okay.
Moby. that's a DJ from the 2000s. We
Oh.
I'm gonna start saying that about DJs from the 2000s.
Wait, is he talking about Moby?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's a DJ from the 2000s.
Very posh.
Of course, they're driving the wrong side.
Dumbasses. They learned that from the English.
Yeah.
कोई बात नहीं. आपका गाड़ी बहुत अच्छा है. धन्यवाद सर. फिर मिलेंगे. धन्यवाद सर.
Now that's what would be cool about going to
Oh my
India.
God, I'm stuck in the old British car.
Tipping someone, because you're really giving them like a quarter, in American dollars, but for them it's like you're giving them a $20 tip.
Yeah. If you give them $20, they'll probably just start grabbing at your crotch. Like, I know what you're doing.
I've been here before.
Oh, you're one of those guys. Okay. I'll do mouth stuff.
Wow, a little red velvet rope.
Fancy hotel.
Wow.
Wow, that's a fancy looking
In
hotel.
history time, in the late 1600s, the British East India Company built a factory here on the banks of the Hooghly River. They asked the local ruler if they could then build a fort to protect that factory from the French. The French were our enemy in those days, still are a little bit. Of course, once the fort was built, the Brits turned the guns not on the French, but on the local population.
Cool.
And hence, we took control of this part of India. And
What
built
fucking
some
dick.
magnificent
Hey, listen, we have a port here. Can we just build a little fort just to protect it from the French? Yeah, okay. All right. And just start shooting Indians. Now it's ours. This whole town's ours. This whole country's ours.
It was a time, a different time.
Yeah.
An olden time where news didn't travel so fast. So people were like, yeah, we can literally just kill whoever. Who gives a... We're in some other part of the world. People we give a shit about aren't going to find out about this. We can literally just kill everyone.
And what do you say, the 1600s? When was the printing press? Was it 14?
Oh, by Johannes Gutenberg, you mean?
Yeah.
And, the 14...
It was 14. It wasn't 16. I think it was 14. Yeah.
It was probably.
So there were newspapers then.
It's more closer to. All right, Jeopardy guy. I know you know your fucking tidbits about history. Proving you know the fucking
Johannes Gutenberg, is that his name?
His fucking name.
Yeah, I don't know what his real name is.
The Goots.
Buildings, and they're still standing. Look at this.
Well, that's the thing. They also built buildings that are still standing and not made of human shit.
And every other building they drove by on the train was just cement.
Yeah.
A cement block.
This nice building justifies a lot of murder. A good amount of murder is required for such a fancy building.
We're enriching your culture with this
By
architecture.
removing a lot of you from it. Because we want to just do something.
I'm sure the Indians were trying to attack it or get free shit, so they had to shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they were like, hey, we're going to shit right here every fucking
What are
day.
you going to do? I'm going to shit. I'm shitting.
We're all pooping right here on your fancy new building. By the way, are you even building anything? I don't see a random pile of brick everywhere. Doesn't look like you're building shit. The Brits were like, it stinks out there. We should murder an entire city block full of people.
I bet you the smell gets better.
I take that bet. That the city block, it smelled better with corpses than poop.
British Indian engineering. This sign's been here for 80 odd years.
That's
Look
impressive.
at these places, the old British buildings.
I understand the history's bad. Like, again, like he described the murders and stuff, but I feel like, for me at least, I don't care about any of that. Once something's old enough, I'm like, wow, that's just cool that that's still there.
Yeah.
It's cool to walk by like something that existed for such a fucking long, like so many people have
So
gone
many
in and
people
out of this
walk by.
thing.
Yeah.
It's just impressive after a certain point, even if it comes from a bad place or a good, whatever the fuck you make of the Indian
Now
mutation.
overgrown, just left to rot. Look, literal plants growing through the windows, abandoned. Look at this. This in the olden days in the British Raj is how British people would travel around. They'd have a man pulling a cart, like you imagine in Shanghai, and they still have it here today in Calcutta. Well, apparently, and they still have it here
The guy's sitting in the shit position.
He's in shit position. And the other guy next to him's like, hello, sexy.
You want the ride?
You're making fun of us because we don't do good upkeep on buildings. We know. We said we like not taking care of things.
We're on to you.
Yeah, we like making everything fucking stink. It is pretty funny though that as he described, the British were there to basically take over. They built very nice things. They murdered a lot of people. And then years and years later, this guy's there just going, look at these assholes. They didn't take care of our stuff that we murdered them for. Those jerk-offs.
This is why we did it.
We have to keep them in check.
in Calcutta. Well, apparently, somewhere down here is one of India's most famous TikTokers, a man known for the high quality and cleanliness of his food.
I was hoping it
We're
would
going to
be
go
a
and see if we can
meatball
find him.
armpit
You'll
guy.
recognize him when you see him, don't worry. If you've been on Instagram, watched a few reels, you'll recognize him. And apparently, he's here somewhere.
I just saw a video on.
How do you find anything?
What is this dystopian?
I guess it's all the distance from a fancy British building. Like take 500 steps away from something that looks like a building and go to a hut.
Pretty much.
What were you saying?
I saw a video. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure it was India, but it was a guy that looked like that famous TikTok or whatever. And he was cooking. He had like some sort of wok thing. And he poured a whole bottle of Fanta in it, then cracked like 8 eggs into it, raw eggs.
8 eggs?
And kind of stirred it up a little, then put like jalapenos and other peppers or vegetables and stirred it up and cooked it. It looked kind of good. People, like the comments were like, oh, I can't imagine eating that. But, you know, it's eggs cooked in Fanta, which seems kind of weird, but.
I don't think it's actually Fanta, is it?
It was, yeah.
No, because I've seen videos where like they keep shit in old giant Fanta bottles.
It was orange, at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was probably Fanta. Fanta eggs. Yeah, no, I would never in a million years eat anything from there because I get diarrhea from eating this food. That would probably put me in my fucking deathbed.
My friend Sanal, who I've talked about before, the Indian friend,
Sanal.
He got married and he went back to India and got married. And my friend Kenny's like his best friend or good friend, and he invited Kenny to India to go to the wedding. And it wasn't in a city or it was like in the town Sanal grew up in or his parents grew up in. And Kenny said like he was trying not to eat anything. He like trying to buy everything in a bottle or a container. Yeah, but I wish it was like kind of before cell phone videos, so he couldn't really take videos.
I mean, would you roll the dice on probably the worst diarrhea you're ever gonna have in your life?
Yeah, that's anger at someone's wedding. You don't want.
But you're also like, you can't escape if
there's no way to shit.
There's no way to do this where you're just like, oh, I'm gonna shit and then
lay down.
Like, what if it is that bad where you're like, I need Pepto or something? What if someone give me something that isn't more food that's gonna make me shit my brains out?
Call the witch doctor.
City, built by the British, destroyed by the locals. What is this place? My God, crazy city. Nothing works.
That was kind of nice. I look old, but kind of fancy.
How do you feel that you're about to meet an absolute legend of TikTok and Instagram? Are you a little bit nervous?
I'm going to be starstruck. I'm not happy about this. This feels awkward, but I'm buzzing to meet him.
Yeah? All right then. Hey guys, how you doing? We're a couple of Maharajas back in
Who is
town.
this guy now that we watched him?
Yes.
Holden
British
Bankrock.
Wow, 4.1 million subscribers.
That would make
Show me some videos of this channel.
He has a sort of Anthony Bourdain vibe to him. The way he interacts with people.
No reservations with this guy. He'll go anywhere and talk to any smell.
He doesn't do the food, but I like his approach to how he does this.
He's walking around going, the British just handed these buildings over and these pieces of shit haven't taken care of anything. He's walking around saying that. And yeah, nobody's saying anything. They probably can't understand him, but.
Oh my God. We're about to meet a very angry man.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I will show you something.
Oh my God.
I'm not getting it.
No, I'm afraid. Oh, he's getting angry. He's coming to fight.
He's going to fight.
Oh my God. I don't want to fight him. I just want to film him. Ben, what do you think about this?
It looks scary.
Are you ready?
Is he going to attack us? No. If not,
he might do.
What's this guy doing in the background? Look at him.
I will give
What
you
was
a
he
treat
doing?
something.
He was
Please.
just like fluffing up.
Yeah, he's fluffing a little.
Is he going to attack us? No.
You're fucking looking at me. You looking at me? How about I'm looking at you? You looking at me? I look at you.
Just because I'm wearing a dress, you're looking at me?
You looking at me in my jammies? Everybody wears jammies here. Nobody wears real clothes. Everybody walking around in pajama.
I will give you a treat something. Please.
But I don't want to eat. I just want to look at the
You
stuff.
want a cold drink and anything.
There's literally people everywhere. I don't know if it's maybe because every street looks like a back alley, but it's really not. But it just seems like there's just people everywhere.
Yeah,
constantly.
There's fucking 100 billion there.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a very overcrowded place. There's a building pissing though.
Yeah.
What's that? It looks like water actually. It looks crystal clear. Kind of.
Yeah, and it's not raining, so it's not like a drain pipe.
No, it's just the
But
building.
like, just look how dirty that wall is. Like,
Yeah. Everything's filthy.
do they not have cleaning products, or no one cares?
They just, that's fine. Like, what's wrong with that? They're like you with soap. Like, you don't need a clean building. What does a clean building even do? He's worthless. He's just to sell you
Just
soap.
waste time. That's right.
He's to make you buy more water and do selling soap so you clean the building. Why do it?
But if like my face just eventually get dirtier and dirtier, and I was like blacker and black, I think I would use soap.
No. For fucking what? It doesn't. The smell is fine too. Everything smells like this.
And look with that, whatever dumpster or trash can, it's just like resting on more garbage and it's tilted halfway.
It looks like there's a good amount of garbage soup on the floor right there.
This is our responsibility. You come from UK to India.
Don't pay anything
Jesus
to fix your
fucking
roof.
Christ.
New York
Stop
City
having a
homeowners
popular
can get a
YouTube channel with ads, you asshole.
He's not coming. We've come all the way from England for him.
From home right now.
By the way, sir. Namaskar.
Is he coming back?
7 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Morning.
In the morning.
Evening, no.
Evening.
Are, yeah. We've come all this way from England. And we missed him because we leave tonight. Oh, watch out for the taxi. Maybe he's in the taxi. Maybe he's coming in the taxi. That's it.
Okay,
Right here.
yeah.
We came all the way across northern India.
What kind of car is
All
that?
the way from England.
Looks-
To meet
it
the
almost
most
looks like
famous
a fake
street
car.
food
It looks like
in
Volvo.
Lali Chalangi.
It's very old.
Oh, we don't find Lali Chalangi.
The headlights look like
Maybe
Volvo.
next time.
I
Well,
think
that is the end.
it's got like Indian, a slot for Indian Fred Flintstone feet. They just run around, and that's why they all.
And hey, join us for the end. Join us for a conference call. Come into the conference call. Because it's the end of it. Then, conference call with our new friend. What's your name?
My name is Om Misra.
Om Misra. You can be in the end of the video.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, India is.
Oh, they have scaffolding like fucking New York everywhere too. But theirs is made of like shitty like bamboo and not metal. But they probably have the same scam going. Like buildings need an inspection, or else you need scaffolding, and the inspection waiting list is like years long. So that you have to just pay for scaffolding. And there's a scaffolding company that the government works with to fucking make you do it.
Do you think they have not real Mexicans, but Mexicans in it? Like, who's climbing the scaffold? Like in New York, it would be the Mexicans are all up in the scaffolding and fix. Like, who are their Mexicans there?
Darker Indians.
Darker are
I
not,
think they have
are not
that thing
Pakistanis?
that some African countries have, where like darker skinned Indians are considered like lower class, and like lighter skinned people are upper crust.
Oh,
I
so
might be confusing two countries, which is easy because I'm pretty retarded, but I think that's the case. And that in a lot of African places, it's like that too. Like lighter skin is considered like they sell bleaching creams.
Yeah, I know
because
that.
that's considered like
Even
a
in,
higher
like,
class thing.
Even in Asian countries, they do that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, and like Japan, the porcelain white skin.
Yeah.
Is like a big to do over there.
I'm trying to look up the cabs, but
we're at the end of this video anyway. Anywho, back to business. Just kidding. Would like to see some Edie Cam. Boom.
she turned around.
Is
The other way before.
snoozing up. She woke up because her boyfriend's giving her a belly fingering. Look at the leg's going. It's a good scratch.
Why is she so itchy? Or just dogs are itchy?
I think dogs just, if they could have their way, they'd have you just do that all day. Probably just feels good. Yeah, I don't think she's actually itchy, but she's got her arm up. Like, you're gonna do more? Or like you woke me up. I thought it was to give me dog pets. What a sight to behold. Back to business. Speaking of which, I think we're out of business.
Yeah.
We got to read these last couple super chats that I may have missed. And then we got to head out of town. We're going to Dallas.
Yeah, so we'll be off tomorrow and most likely Thursday.
We might try to do something, but don't hold your breaths.
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah, check us out on Dave Landau's Normal World on YouTube. We'll be there Thursday. And Bob Fana Patrice, number 35 on the board. I like Garrett's tattoo.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's a pretty sweet one.
Thanks.
I don't like it, but Bob does. Johnny Clare, get Ryan Katsu Rivera to replace you again. It's a good idea. You should call him.
I saw, I guess Anthony's show is back today, but he was off Monday and Tuesday because he had no internet. And someone tweeted him, if only you had two guys that could fill in for you for your show while, you couldn't do internet. It's like, he was talking about us.
Yeah, no. Who could you think of off the top of your head? No, he
I
didn't.
like that people are still ribbing him about it.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Uh-oh. We got a
super
red
buzzer
one here.
beady.
Hey, Garrett and Queef, where's my name on the damn board? Unless your name
this is $100 to get your name on the board.
Did he already pay us? And this is another name we didn't write down? Then a name I didn't write down?
I feel like I pass along the names that I got paid from.
Yeah, I mean, I got one today that you passed to me. So maybe it was directly sent to me and I forgot because, again, I have just fluff for brain.
Do you remember it? Pain jamming?
I remember seeing pain jamming around quite a bit. So I'd imagine it probably happened at some point. I just can't.
Well, he gave us $100 though. Unless on the next one.
Yeah, the last 2 slots are filled. All right, we write this down.
Stew cluster and pain jamming.
I'll put a note on my phone. That's where I keep a lot of information. Phone note. Phone note. Stews, cluster, and pain jamming. Bam. All right, the board's full. Now, if you join the Garrett and Steve Club, the $100 Patreon tier, you'll have to. I guess we have to get another board.
I guess.
I can't think of a different thing to do because if we screw new plates on here, it's going to look shitty. Which might be funny.
What?
Who's this? Hello?
Hi, Steve.
Yeah, that's me.
Did you say the board's full?
I did.
Can you hold on 1 second?
Sure.
The final Plaque spot.
It's Fitzy.
Hey, Fitzy.
Thanks, Steve. Have a good night.
You too, man. Love you.
It's the final Plaque spot. Do-do-do-do.
The final Plaque spot's filled.
Yeah. What timing on that? You had just said that before rang.
Yeah, that was good job, Fitzy. Immaculate timing. So Paige, all right. Just kidding. Another $100. You have to get another board. There, that seals it. We have to get another board. My question is, how do we set up the second board? Do we just put them next to each other and knock them over a lot, or do we have we'll put this one on? We'll have Nick. We'll politely ask him to make us a new stand that's really high up, and we'll just have to have the camera way back over there, and it'll be me and you down here, and there's just a board,
tower of boards.
Tower of boards. And eventually, enough people join the board. When we get a third and fourth, we'll have to go to a warehouse to record this, so we can just have the stack going about 50 feet high.
What if we got like a tapestry or something, and someone could sew the names in?
A tapestry?
You know, like a cloth kind of like that hangs down and it just has the names sewn into it. I'm trying to think of some other way to get names.
So you're saying the first 45 are immortalized on the board, and that's where they are. But the next generation, Star Trek, is going to have a different thing.
I don't know. I'm just
that they're joining the Commemorative Plaque Club.
Here.
I love spitballing.
Yeah.
Speaking of spitballing, we were spitballing last Thursday, or I was whining, one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
And Cynthia Darcy, number 43 on the board, sent a nice
message.
Yeah, a very positive. Hello, like most listeners and lovers of Garrett and Steve, I've done a little bit of thinking of Steve poured his heart out last Thursday. I don't remember. I guess I poured my heart out.
No.
I forget to listen to Patreon content. She gave a list of things of how she thinks, but it was very nice.
Okay, good.
Coming from a board member, nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
So just
we'll take it into consideration.
Very appreciated from our board members. Yeah, we have to get another board, or second thing is definitely coming.
Yeah,
because here's what's gonna happen: someone's gonna join tomorrow, and I'm like, I ain't got a fucking slot for this.
I know.
Maybe everyone from this point on gets a whole trophy. Because I was when I was waiting for the last one to get engraved, I was walking around with Charlie looking at all the trophies they have in this fucking place.
Any cool ones?
A bunch. They have the fucking high school rings. They have all that shit. And I was like, what if we just send people little trophies after they join?
What Garrett?
Or no, fuck it. We don't send them. We get a trophy and we just have a table full of trophies. All people that have joined the club.
What if we make a Garrett and Steve ring? And then the people can get their name engraved on the ring.
And we have to wear them?
We have to wear them all, yeah.
We'll just engrave their name in the center of the ring. And we'll just be...
Or Justin's ring. You ever got a high school ring?
I'm pretty sure I did. I have no idea what I did with it, though.
Me too. I definitely still have it. It's in some like shoebox with things that were kind of important 20 years ago that are still in the shoebox and I've never looked at again.
I'm pretty, because I remember my school colors were just like blue and it had like a really cool blue stone and it was like silver. And I never wore it fucking once. So I'm like, what the fuck? Who wears
I think
jewelry
I wore it a few
like this?
times, but it was like, what am I doing? It's all clunky and big.
Like it looked cool, but it's like I'm not a wizard or warlock with like man jewelry that's all shiny and colorful. It's I don't know what to do with this. I can't. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Just kidding's back with another Hyundai. Wow, thank you,
Jesus,
very generous.
Yes.
I have 2 names that should be on the next thing. Can I email you? Of course.
Yes. Garrett and Steve show at gmail.com.
Garrett and Steve show at gmail.com. And no, I don't have it ready to go because I'm dumb. But yeah, email us there. And you could tell us the exact 2 names that go on the next board. There'll be 1 and 2 because you're first in.
Yeah.
First in on the new board. I like this. All right.
Remember to put it in your notes.
I just got to... Well, it'll be in an email.
Yeah, it'll be an email. That's what I'm saying. Once you get the email, yeah.
I'll be able to follow that. Perfect. I just got to figure out.
Since we didn't have a
configuration.
Snack
Oh, yeah.
I'll open up the Scorpion lollipop.
Hold on. We're coming again. Nope. See, the camera's still backwards because we sat backwards yesterday.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even.
Or according to Charlie Chicago, it's forwards to him. So that's the Scorpion?
Scorpion, yeah.
So you're gonna suck on that until you get some Scorpion, you're just gonna bite into it.
I can't bite into it. It's fucking a lollipop. It's hard.
My girl.
Lollipop.
No, you can bite into a lollipop. You just gotta, kind of bust your teeth on it.
I'm trying to do it away from the mic, but I don't.
Now people like crackling noises. It's good ASMR.
Do you have a fireplace going here?
No, I'm eating a bowl of very shitty cereal that has no flavor. No, Garrett's out. Did you just cut yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, Garrett just cut himself with a Zwiller knife. Zweiling?
That little short paring knife?
Yes.
Yeah.
The rooster beak or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Sour apple. Well, that's so big.
Sour scorpion. Wow, yeah, you gave yourself a good, nice cut there.
Mm-hmm.
Those knives are very sharp.
They are.
The Zweiling. They're like chef's knives.
Jesus.
I play that 5-finger fillet with it every day when I'm cutting Charlie's fruit. Because of course,
with Charlie's hand.
No, yeah, just stabbing his hand on the high chair. No, I cut his fruit up in the morning when he eats it.
Yeah,
I eat like apples and plums and stuff, and I don't know how you're actually supposed to do that. So I'm constantly going towards my hand, going up towards my fingers, going up out towards my wrists, because I'm just cutting chunks off and giving them to the kid.
Yeah, something with a seed in the middle. It's annoying to cut.
Yeah, I go into the stem, I cut all the way down to the bottom, and then I pick a second spot, cut, and then I pop a wedge out.
Oh, all right. That's not a bad idea.
Cut the wedge into little chunks, and I put it on his high chair. But while doing that, I'm literally holding the apple
and then stabbing into
like
your
an
mouth.
apple. I'm just going into my hand. Somehow, I've only cut myself a couple times.
Like an apple, that's easy though.
Super easy.
Yeah.
It's like today when we got into the small plum, where I really felt like I was dancing around my fingers.
Know what you need is apple core.
I do need an apple core.
It's just like
I broke one of those once on an apple.
It has like a hole. I don't know how to. It's like a metal hole, and then little slices, and then you push it down on the apple.
It looks like a hubcap or a rim.
Yes, good. Yeah,
it's a metal. It's got two handles on the outside, like you said, a circle in the middle, and then just blades ish. They're not that very bladey. They're very dull. Just surrounding it, and you go shunk, and it cuts it completely cores the apple and gives you slices.
Yeah.
I had a Granny Smith years ago, and one of those, and I fucking broke the apple thing in half.
Oh my god!
Don't know how I did it. World's strongest fucking apple.
I was a big like Alton Brown fan. You know him, Good Eats guy.
Alton Brown.
It was like he had a cooking show on like one of the first cooking shows on the Food Network. I think it was Food Network called Good Eats. I would feel like you would know him, but
maybe if I seen him.
Anyway, he was always against unitaskers. So I'm always kind of like, yeah, it is kind of dumb just to have a thing that does one thing only and you can't use it for anything else.
If you're fucking shit-loaded rich and you have enough space for all these dumb fucking things that start building up in your cabinets and drawers, I would have an apple core. I have a Parmesan shredder because that's a necessity as a fat Italian man.
Wait, not just a normal shredder?
No. The things they have in restaurants.
Do you cut the chunk off and put it in the wheel and spin the wheel?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That is kind of fun.
Well, because we would have real Parmesan Reggiano, like hard cheese, and this tiny little fucking cheese grater. It's just, I would sit there go for what felt like hours. Because I enjoy quite a bit of cheese in my macaroni. And I saw one on TV. I think in a Geico commercial, they have a guy using one, but I feel like I saw one somewhere else too. And I was like, I'm buying this fucking thing. I keep seeing it. It looks like a dream come true. I could just put a chunk of cheese in a little wheel and just rotate it. And it's the best thing I've ever.
The only problem I've run into with that is like cheese gets into the weird crevices. It's not, there's no flush. I think I do or did. And yeah, a lot of times it was just like it would get gunky in the corners or whatever. Yeah. But
that happens. Nice. And the hard thing is when you're trying to clean it out in the sink and using hot water, it melts the cheese. So now it's just becoming even more. And the holes are so tiny, you can't even poke anything through to get the cheese out. So you have to do what I've done and just scrape it relentlessly with a sponge. To the point you're now shaving the sponge, and then just throw it in the dishwasher.
I've even taken like a fork and trying to get in between the grooves. It doesn't work. Takes forever.
Takes absolutely. You just gotta repeatedly throw it in the fucking dishwasher until some damage is done. But anywho, talking about one-offers. What are they called? What do you say? One-timers?
Unitaskers.
James O'Sullivan, any change on who's the bottom? Same as last night? Same as last night.
Yeah. Even though we switched seats.
Yeah,
it's the same as last night.
Hard, big strokes from my strong ass. Power topping. That's what I call it. Stu's Cluster, newest board member, other than Benjamin. They have a caste system in India.
Do.
It's a caste system, Stu.
I think it's pronounced caste.
It's pronounced caste, but it's spelled caste.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I know I'm fucking right. But yeah, what do you...
Well, Stu the idiot spelled it cast.
Yeah, and I could hear him typing cast in too. Moron. But yeah, no, they have a case system, and part of the case system is if you look white enough.
Stop calling it that.
Cased. Cased makes waste.
I like to taste their case system. Yeah.
Leave it in the paste.
We're all trying to think. I think you got them all. No, this guy.
Ship had a big mace. That's all I got. I couldn't think how to figure that out. Fit that into anything. Here we go. James O'Sullivan. I paid to be slot 18 on the board. Steve assured me. Well, Slot 18
Connor.
is Connor. So
maybe 18 on the next board.
That must have been what it was. Again, I now see what's happening. People fooling me. And they'd be tricking me. They're like, Steve, I did this. I know you have bad memory from stuff you didn't write down now. I actually gave you $500,000. You said you were going to make a custom board room for me in your house. And
What you would do if you get $500,000.
Give me $500,000. I will turn this into the boardroom. Every wall will be board. Every person watching will be bored.
Yeah, I don't see him on there.
You ain't tricking me.
Yeah.
If you're really not tricking me, send me the proof. I will probably immediately remember and go, oh fuck. That's usually what happens. Well, looks like it's about that time.
Nice. We're gonna have to play the old board video.
Nope.
Nope.
We're gonna play no video.
Oh.
I'm gonna go grab that camera. And we're going to give a personal thank you to every new board member.
It's in that bag? No?
Nope, I'm going to take that camera.
Oh, that camera. Oh.
Yeah, the other camera is going to... yeah, you're right.
Oh, does it not work?
Oh, I don't have the thing for it. Doesn't work. I might have the thing for it. Let's see. No. Maybe. What's this? Nope. I came well prepared today. Oh, here we go. James O'Sullivan. Steve, you promised me. You said 100%.
Damn, Steve.
Dude, there's really? I'm 50-50 on whether or not he's kidding. I really don't know. There's a lot of stuff that happens. I got fucking much.
I kind of have a memory that you promised him.
Well,
you say it 100%.
Again, just take a screenshot of the time I said it. And you're more than on the board. You're in the board. I'm going to bore holes in the side of this. I'm going to put a slot with your plaque on it. You'll be in the board if you can prove. Oh, God, but Photoshops are real good these days. I'm going to fall for something. I could feel it. Oh, well. Stand by. We have board cam. Board cam is operational. Here we go. I want to play... but it won't work. Never mind. I don't have a fucking TriCaster anymore. I can't play these games. We're going to have 2 videos running.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to show my thing. I'm just going to have to go, Garrett and Steve. Garrett and Steve. You greased the guys, and now you got your stupid fucking prize. Oh, see? This is why I didn't want to use this camera. It stinks. Why does it look like that?
Is the lens greasy?
You got a grease lens? That looks worse. Hold on. Ungreasing lens. Like you can see it, but it's not how I want it to look.
I see the... I forget how it starts now. I see the and my name on a plaque.
Thank you, Jeffrey the Giraffe. Thank you, Stan Turner.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus, this is the worst fucking visual. I think I gotta use the other camera.
It's fine.
Thank you, 9X Support.
9. Oh, no, that wasn't 9. Matt Fugate.
Thank you, Matt Fugate. Thank you for the booze. Asia S. Thompson. What a gal.
Love her.
Justice for Garrett.
Woo!
What a gal. Bob, fan of Patrice.
Nice.
What a great fan of Patrice. Doogie, 7626. Even better than Doogie, 7625. By a fucking wide margin.
Mm-hmm.
Number 37. Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Love you, Matt. Number 38.
Jay
Garrett's
Thomas.
old boss who's dead. Jay Thomas. Thank you, dead man. Number 39.
Larry Fitzgerald?
Larry F. Yes, the wide receiver from the Cardinals who is retired. Number 40.
Boob Turd.
Thank you so much, Boob Turd.
We love you, Boob Turd.
It was weird how the ladies in the engraving shop didn't bring up your name, but they brought up a couple other ones. Like, you sure this one has to look like this? But they didn't mention if boob turd had to look like boob turd. If I want to capitalize the T in boob turd, they just like kind of glazed over that one. Angelo, oh, thank you, Angelo. Mark,
We love you, Angelo.
Grazie.
Oh, with the umlaut or whatever it's called.
The
accent mark.
Thank you, Mr. Mark. And number 43, Peligro Danger, Cynthia Darcy. Thank you so much for being such a big part of the success of the Garrett and Steve program.
We love you all. Even the pores, we love you.
Especially the pores.
Yeah.
You're what make the Garrett and Steve machine make noises. Curtis John. Who's number 25? Curtis John. Certainly right about that. And yeah, hopefully by Monday I'll have thrown together a new board video, so you don't have to see that.
I'm almost at the. I broke through to the Scorpion, but it's still really in there.
I'll give it a good lick.
I'll look at that. I can feel like the raspiness of its exoskeleton.
I was gonna say, you do that again for the folks at home. There you go. Everybody likes a good scorpion rub.
Licking it.
Do you actually feel scorp?
Like I can feel it rough right here with the exoskeleton sticking out. But
are you gonna eat the tail?
You got to, right?
Yeah, you gotta fucking see if you're man enough.
It's a pretty weak tail for this.
Yeah, it's a tiny tail.
Yeah.
Speaking of, by the way, I'm honestly surprised that you have no report. Oh, I guess because you didn't swallow the fish yesterday. You spit it out. Because another thing I read is that you're supposed to like prepare that fish that was sitting on my porch.
Oh, not just eat it raw like that?
Yeah. Well, the thing I read about, you have to open it in a water bucket with gloves.
Yeah.
It's like you take the fillets out and you like do stuff to them and you cook them.
Oh.
That's why it's like good. But I'm sure a lot of people eat it raw because that's the tradition, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was hoping you had a report.
Imagine bringing it up to your kitchen and cooking a fillet of that. Ooh, save some of the juice for the pan.
That's the thing. I'm at, like, from what they describe, if you can rescue the fish out of the goop, it won't smell as terrible. You can cook it in your house. It'll just smell like fish.
Oh, it's the goop that stinks?
The goop is just, I guess
that would make sense why when I tasted it, it didn't taste like anything of the smell.
No, she's like you said, a super salty fish.
Yeah.
It's been sitting in salt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I think if you put that goop in a pan and you fucking fried it up, you'd kill someone. You cannot fucking, there's no way.
Oh my God, I just got a bug flavor flashback. It had that same kind of flavor where it's like, oh, what is this? Some cardboard dirt?
Dry, stale cardboard dirt with like a musty kind of funk. Tastes off and bad. Yeah, that's good.
It cut through that sour apple flavor too.
Oh God, that's so disgusting. I probably could have managed a sucker, but I didn't think honestly you'd get to bug before the show ended.
Yeah, no, like the one was like 6 ants in there. That seems dumb. Like it just like they're gonna be falling out all the time.
Seems kind of tasty. That's the one I would have, is the ants one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you just have a couple ants here and there. Like little pop rocks in your fucking lollipop.
Yeah, bro.
Well, anywho, we got to get the fudge out of here. We're getting out of town. Going to Dallas. Check us out on Dave Landau's show tomorrow. Normal World. Thursday. Tomorrow we're flying there. And thank you all for sticking with us. Oh, here we go. Here.
Buzzer beater.
My mortal enemy, Shane. Sorry, Steve's wife. All right, you're not my mortal enemy anymore, Shane. That is it's appreciated. Yeah, there's emoji of fish can barf. Yeah. I honestly, because again, I'm always fucking shit up around here. So once the house stunk for a couple hours, it's like I can't believe I'm just more to the pile of Steve's a piece of shit.
And it's a smell that she hates.
It couldn't hate more.
Yeah.
The type of food she won't eat. Refuses. It's just this house smells like fish, and not a good fish, a bad fish, a really stinky shit fish. But Shado, my arch nemesis. That's all, folks. Thank you for tuning in.
See you later. We love you.
We love you. And goodbye.